Like, I'm just talking about like why clones are up. I missed it. That's my
It's,
question.
holy, because Jace
Uh,
Bennett and Compound were up at 3 in the morning devising a plan, and they executed well, and now we out of here.
well,
Nah, the
I,
nomics guy posted.
yeah. So we on Thursday and Friday, I was in Nomics Discord, and we kind of identified a well that had a cell wall on clones, like a massive one. He's got 100 clones. And I sent him the bots the guys are using, and he kind of did a deep dive with his community, like into the bots and into Blur and how the farming works. And actually, I started deep diving into the guy's wallet and located a few other wallets that he was using, mostly beans and clones. And I even got as far as finding some OTC deals he did with a few Twitter profiles and identifying where they're all from. And they're definitely in the Asia time zone, man, and they're really fucking smart. It's like a group of them that are blur farming. And what they're doing, like I was hoping Nomics would be in here, he can kind of go on it too. But basically what they're doing is putting up big cell walls with this one wallet, like 2.4 ETH, a massive cell wall, right? Which is caused panic, right? So if anybody who wants to floor their clone, they have to either go above the wall at like 2.5 and never get any liquidity for it, or take a WETH offer. And guess who the top WETH offer is? The guy at the same wallet. He's the top WETH offer, and it's the spread's like 0.15 ETH, right? So he lists a massive sell wall, and then we already have fear and panic going through the community, and a big sell wall like that scares the community. And what is happening is people are taking that WETH offer. So they're weething into this guy's bids. He removes his sell wall, and the floor goes back up to about 2.6, right? What's that right now? About 2.6. And he picked up all these clones at like 2.3 because he was the sell wall. Everybody listed below him to get rid of their clones into his bids, removed the sell wall, and the floor came up. And so Nomics and his community kind of fucking like kind of deep dove into it. And I've been in his Discord the last couple days chatting about it. And their strategy was the next time he put his sell wall up, we're gonna go and buy 30 fucking of his clones, right? Because the guy's actually not trying to get rid of his clones. What he's doing is he's taking his 30, 40 ugliest clones and making a low wall and hoping nobody buys them. And hopefully somebody needs ETH and lists like a Murakami or lists like an angel underneath his sell wall, and he's scooping up these mid rares, bro. So that's kind of what they've been doing. And its strategy's been working because people have been afraid and taking WETH offers on some fucking really nice clones, bro. And so yeah, we jumped in, or so the strategy was to buy up his clones. So as you guys saw, his community bought about 25, 30 of this guy's clones right off the floor. And then me and Jace each bought one last night, and the guy completely pulled all his bids. He's down to 75 clones now, and he pulled his bids and he shifted his strategy over to beans. So anybody who wants to go on
That's fire. That's fire. You guys wrecked them, man. That's dope.
Yo, shout out to you, Kay, for letting me know that my clone actually sold Sleuth.
Yeah, no, bro. I was your notifications. I'll let you know when your clone sells. Um, I hit up Mr. J. I'm like, congrats on the sale. He goes, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, bro, someone bought your clone like an hour ago. No, but so it's been interesting because the strategy isn't to actually dump these clones. The guy had 100 of them and he wanted to keep them. The strategy is to pull mid rares and the Murakami drips by causing fear. Like you put an artificial floor up, big sell wall, and hopefully people dump into your wheat bids. And the dude has been accumulating fucking mid rares and even the rares. So yeah, what we did was everybody who had liquidity just went straight at this well and started buying up the clones off the floor, raising the floor up to like his community bought fucking 25, I think 30. And all I could help with was one and Jace with one too. But anyways, yeah, so now the floor is kind of moved back up and the guys actually go on Blur, go on Beans. And if you go on Blur and you look at Beans, he's doing it to the Beans right now. He's currently got 50 of them listed at pretty low. And then he's the top bid as well. He's kind of he's kind of dictating the floor and being the top bid all at once. So
Was that the dude that you posted that YouTube video link on?
no, so the YouTube video was how the Blur bots work, right? So how the Blur auto bidding works. So the guy's got it set, so he's usually the top bid. So when he sets his sell wall, anybody dumping into WETH bids, it's going to dump into his wallet. He's scoring these clones like significantly lower than what the floor is because it's an artificial floor when he's the one dictating it with a sell wall. You know what I'm saying? And all you have to do is remove all your listings, and now the floor's back up to its real number, and you scored all these clones at fucking 2.1, 2.2. The real floor is sitting at like 2.5 or whatever, or 2.6, whatever it is now. It's just like it's a whale strategy that they've been working on in his Discord, like working on identifying in the Discord, and he put out a few posts about it. That's kind of what we were doing all weekend, dude, is just like identifying this guy. Like I've tracked him down to like, it doesn't matter if I find out who it is. I just was interested to see where they're located. And it looks like it's like a crew of blur farmers that are pretty sophisticated. But as you see, they don't have that cell wall up anymore, which now is allowing people to actually grab clones and the floor to actually move up because it was all fucking artificial cell wall.
Artificial artifact. Damn. You found this out? Like, how'd you find this out? You just like were looking.
Well, no, so I sent him the Blur bidding bots and we were chatting about Blur in his Discord, and he found this one wallet that was doing it. And we were chatting about it, and I was like, I'll show you how they do it. So I sent him the bot, this YouTube video. It's a Blur auto bidding bot. And once he did his research on that, and then I started doing research on who these holders were and identifying other wallets that they may have. So I have like a list of the wallets that are connected to this one. Like he was able to put together a pretty good post of how it works. And it wasn't more so like, hey, this is how we stop these people. Like it doesn't matter if we find out who they are. That's how the market works. Like who gives a fuck? What matters is educating the community to let them know that the floor isn't going down to 2 ETH or wherever it went simply because the team's failing and there's no communication. It's just because there is manipulation going on. It's like we're in a weird little market where Blur is allowing it to happen, you know? So it's basically trying to educate people not to panic sell into Blur bids just because they see, holy shit, 50 listed at 2.3. Oh my God, everybody's dumping. No, it's literally just one whale, bro, who's trying to get you to fucking sell your clone underneath him into his own Blur bid. And guess what he's going to do? Take your nice clone, put it in his other wallet, and put his ugly clones back on the floor to scare some more people. It was fucking weird, bro. Like we spent all weekend just kind of like watching Blur.
What's his wallet look like? What's his clone collection look like?
He has 100. He had 100 clones. He's down to 75 because Nomix's community bought about 25 of them, and a few other people bought some too. And then me and Jace bought 2. And then
send me his wallet. I'll post that shit.
Is it nice? He got some nice shit in it.
And then he has 300 beans. No, bro, that's not the idea. You don't want the nice shit, right? Like you want to put your ugliest, least desirable clone.
No. I get what he was doing. I'm saying, does he have nice shit? That he has a nice collection after he got rid of the Ugmos?
Yeah, he has some decent clones, but he doesn't list the decent clones. What they're doing is, they're not trying to get rid of the ugly ones. The ugly ones are how you dictate the floor, right?
No. I know. I'm just saying, I want to look and see what he has. I want to pull a compound and stalk his ass to see what he got. I know his strategy. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I'll send you his wallet. It's easy.
Yeah, but that's what I was curious
about.
Send
it in the chat. I want to see it as well.
Yeah. So, but it's interesting though because
I'll put it in there. It's in there now.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Holy.
Oh, did you find it? What's it in with, Dylan?
Holy.
I'll put it in there. It's in bad tech chat.
Let me see what he got here.
I think Dre.
I'll put it in the fucking.
Dre wants to buy some
I'll
of
put
his
it in
clones.
the chat.
I do. I want a clone. I want another clone, man. But you know,
Dre, I feel like you're.
The way
I feel like you're a secret whale. I feel like you have multiple clones.
Man, I wish I had multiple. I sold one and bought some more shoes. Now I got the one that you see, but I want to get a Murakami drip just so I don't get caught lacking on the next drop, you know.
So either Ilan has been tracking this just as closely, or he has noticed what he's doing to the beans now because he sent the right wallet, and I'll send the wallet that's associated with this one. He holds
79
between this guy's 2 wallets, Ilan. He's the second largest holder of beans, and he is completely dictating the floor of beans. He has another wallet that has like 3. Hold on, how many beans he got in here? He's got another wallet with 200 beans, so total he has
442.
Yeah.
Holy.
So and then clones, he has 79 clones now. It looks like a couple people dumped into his bids. He got 4 clones in the last couple hours, but that's what he wants, dude. He's trying to set the floors low, and then he's the top WETH bid with a spread, right? So he's down. He puts his WETH bid like 0.15 down, removes his artificial floor, and now he's up like 0.2 on everything he bought, 0.3. And
Let's
just
find
rents.
out who he is, man. Let's find out who he is. You got this in you. You're super sleuth. I know you can do this.
Oh, dude, I already have 3 of the Twitter profiles that he's done OTC deals on. It's literally just one message. You'd be like, "Hey, man, I'm trying to buy some beans from this guy, and I saw you did before. Can you shoot me his Twitter?" But I don't think it matters, dude. It's not like he's doing anything illegal. He's just fucking out gaming everybody, and he's just better than us.
He's just better than
He
us.
got more
Yes.
money than you. I got more money than
I
you.
mean,
I'm
but
better than
what if
you.
he's utilizing everybody as like his exit liquidity, right? Like,
No, you don't, bro.
I mean,
That's not his
he's
goal.
dumping like all of his ugly clones on everybody else. Though you're the one I saw you and Jace picked up are pretty fire. Like, so I don't know that those are only ugly clones because clearly you guys picked up some really nice clones today. So
Well, check this out, though, dude. That's not the strategy, is to dump on anybody. He wants the ugly clones because the ugly clones is how you set a good floor, right? Because we don't want the ugly clones. So if he puts all his ugliest ones at 2.4 ETH, right? Nobody wants to touch those, and people are afraid they have to list underneath them. So he knows his clones won't get bought, which he's using as a tool. And what he's hoping is that some dummy goes, "Holy fuck, floor's dumping. We all, we're all, or floor's dumping. There's a fuck ton listed on the floor. I need a WETH bid just to get out of this shit. Something must be wrong. Like something bad must have happened." And they'll like accept a WETH bid on an angel, right? And guess what the guy does? Takes the angel, moves it to one of his mid-tier Grail wallets, and keeps all the ugly ones to continue churning out. Right? He's trying
yo,
to get the Murakamis at floor price with a WETH bid is what he's trying to do. So
He
the ugly
killing
ones
it
are
though.
important to keep. It's a weird strategy, bro, but we've been watching it for like 4 days now. It's the dude's killing it, bro.
I mean,
He got a Wale old clone in here. Holy.
So the whole idea is to just kind of educate everybody. Is like, no, the fucking world isn't ending. It's one guy who's like making it look like shit's really bad. But if you
Wait,
understand how
he
it
has
works,
Huawei's old clone. I swear that other guy has it.
It looks like this is Wale's old clone, if I'm not mistaken. It's a clone 6917 with the glasses and the mask.
Yeah, that guy's on Twitter.
Yeah, he has like 30K followers. The guy that does the renders.
Is he the guy?
He might be.
Is this the
I
guy?
mean, that's a nice move when you think about it, right? Because nobody's really gonna buy clones that are not aesthetically pleasing. And
Yeah.
even if they do, it's like, okay, I just need a clone to get into it. So you might lose one or two
Yeah.
here and there, but overall, you keep it low. So I mean, that's pretty genius. Like, I can't be mad at
He
that.
he also
so
timed it perfectly, right? With like blur and like the sentiment, and just
exactly.
made the sentiment worse.
Well, they're smart, bro. They know what's going on. They know that we've gone through some shit, and they know that there's FUD, right? So they can play into that, and they watch Twitter, right? So they watch sentiment on the timeline, and that's why like it's kind of important. I mean, you can't stop people from posting about how they're feeling and engaging sentiment, but they're for sure watching that. And what stopped them from doing it to clones these last couple days is because 25 of his clones got bought up, which raised the floor so now for him to regain those clones, he's actually having to pay a premium to buy them back. So that's like the best way to kind of slow him down. And I
God.
think they realized that we realized like it happened, kind of caught him off guard and bought a bunch of them up. And so they moved on to beans, and they're like doing the same thing to beans right now.
So
You know
so
that
technically speaking, we could buy or put a WETH bid in on one of these 79 clones and possibly get it for what we want it for, because he don't necessarily want to have it anyway.
No, I think he wants them. He's working back up towards 100. He had 100, and 25 of them got bought.
Well,
He,
Wale the second, we got something for you, brother.
I just don't think, yeah, he doesn't, he needs them, right? Because his goal is, like, their goal is to set these fake walls, force, like, play into the panic, like fake panic, and then buy the good clones underneath their wall because people are taking their wheat bids.
You
Like
know
they
that
scored some fucking grails just into wheat bids, dude. People wheat bidding like angels and shit. Like, what are you doing?
meme where there's like two people fighting on a beach and then there's a third guy just smoking a bong? That's him, bro.
Man, that's pretty genius, honestly. And you guys, that's like pretty amazing detective work, like undoing all that. That's like elaborate as fuck. And I mean, I'm just impressed, man, because I'm not that smart. But that was pretty awesome.
So
Watch your
yeah,
pockets.
most
Watch
of
your
it,
pockets.
bro. Yeah, most of it was Nomics and his community, dude. They really dug deep into it, and he posted a few threads, kind of going into what was going on. The detective work that I did was just kind of finding all the other wallets so that we can keep track of where where these assets are moving. And the guys are smart. They started all brand new wallets from Binance, so like there's dead ends. But I've got 3 wallets that he uses. He has a separate bean wallet. I sent it in the chat, and that's where they're sending like the good beans, the ones they don't want to use as like cannon fodder or whatever you would call it. Like, I don't know. So they send it to that wallet, and if you look at those 2 wallets together, that makes this like add the beans up. It makes them the second biggest holder of beans. Like you can manipulate a pretty big floor if you're the second holder on a fucking NFT project. It's only 20,000 of these things.
I swear Compound need a sheriff's hat, like for one of his clones, man. This dude, he is the ultimate detective. He like Bruce Wayne for real.
Dude, I'm so tempted. Maybe I'll see if Dudu can message him. I think I think the wallets they did OTC deals, I think are part of like CloneX Asia, CloneX Tokyo maybe, or CloneX Greater China, and see if he can try to work out a deal with the guy and just try to figure out who they are. It would just be interesting. Like obviously we're not going to show up at their house. Like who cares? Like he's manipulating and he's winning, dude. He's got more money than us. But what we could do is at least watch the tweets or watch the tweets and like gauge like kind of what their sentiment is. Like have they moved completely onto beans or and you know why clones are good targets? One, the FUD that we're dealing with, the internal fighting, which we need to stop for real. We need to stop flooding our fucking selves. We need to stop showing terrible sentiment because it makes us a target for these people to go, ooh, they're already in a downtrend. Let's fucking make it worse for them. And guess what? They're scooped up a bunch of clones at 2 ETH. They removed their fake floors and now they're selling them back to everybody at 2.7 or whatever the floor is now. They're making point fucking, 0.5 on every clone, 100 clones. Like, bro,
Yeah, they finessing.
they're finessing, dude. And as long as and here's the education part, as long as everybody understands what's happening, you know that you can kind of deal with your fear. Like, holy shit, the floor is acting all weird right now. Like, don't take a WETH offer, just chill for a sec and kind of dive in a little bit deeper on like what's going on. What's up, Baron?
Yo. I feel like I'm just gonna fucking load up on ETH right now. Just tell me this guy. So I feel like I know that that like this has been going on with Blur for a while. Like I feel like that this wall tactic is the trading like that's the play for Blur. What kind of so as I sat here, I was like I feel like you guys are talking about nothing. But then the more and more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, fuck. Like you're telling me 1 or 2 people or like a small group are doing this, and like I'm pretty sure there's enough capital in this room to be able to say, well, fuck, well, we'll take that on. Like I thought it was like and I'm not saying take it on, but it gets me fired up to truly say, well, first of all, I know what wallet I'm buying from, right? As soon as that motherfucker lists a clone, I'm buying it, and especially if it's at a good price. And it makes me realize that it's not like such a huge wave that we have to overcome. So yeah, it gets me fired up in the right ways, gets my giblets going, as a good friend of mine says.
So yeah, that's what it is. And
Get them
there's
chips.
20,000 clones, right? And not a lot of them are listed, but it really only takes one wallet with 100 clones, and you could dictate a floor, bro. Like think about it. If you
That could happen on the bigger scale. Realistically, that could happen all the way up to currencies.
it happens,
Yeah, I
it
mean
does
that's
happen in the stocks as well.
It's manipulation.
Yeah,
What makes as we're talking, I'm wondering where the hell's Blur actually located. Because if it's outside the U.S., it makes complete sense on why
Well,
it
Chocolate
allows for
buns.
people to do this.
I mean, right now it doesn't. And a lot of these traders are outside of the U.S. Like I've located them. And they're in Asia, but
It could be
Blur.
Machi even, because like Machi's in Asia, right? And it could be like his group, and yeah.
Well, doesn't
No, I mean the wallets and Twitters that I found, they don't even follow like Machi. It's like this space is way bigger than we think, guys. Like the profiles have a few hundred followers and they like are clearly whales. They just don't give a shit about Twitter, dude. But like it's all fake sell pressure, right? So they're listing them all on the floor and visibly you're seeing a ton of clones listed at really low prices. It looks like sell pressure, and somebody just kind of checking in on Twitter who's not here every day like us comes in and goes, holy fuck, the floor's down, look at all these people trying to sell, something bad must have happened, fuck it, I'm out, I'm taking a wheat bid. And that's exactly what they want, because they're going to get a good clone for fucking nothing, right? So that's the goal. But this is how they stopped it. Like, this is what Nomics did with his community, is they had dry powder ready to go. And when he had his floor listed, he listed an artificial floor at like 2.4 ETH. They went and just started buying up his shit, and he was getting like all his clones taken, which is not what he wants, right? Because he's trying to farm Blur listing rewards also, along with bidding rewards. So the last thing he wants is to get a bunch of his clones taken and him have to buy them back higher. So he pulled all 100, like all of his listings, and went over to Beans. So I guess the Nomics' plan is the next time we see the wallets like put up a wall, they're gonna like, if we could get dry powder ready,
You
anybody
just
who
let
has
us
it.
know.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. Like he's like, yo, you run a big space at night, you need to educate everybody on what's going on, so they know that this isn't like real sell pressure. This is fake
But
sell
we knew
pressure.
that. But like, it's really interesting to know. I mean, I knew that, but like, I appreciate you educating a lot of people here. But because we've been talking about Blur forever, you know what I mean. But to know, it's crazy what a small group it takes, and not even that much capital, dude. Fuck, to manipulate a massive project, and we want to
Yeah,
rally the
and
troops. You know what I'm saying?
I feel so
well,
used. I feel so dirty right
I
now.
do too,
psychological
bro.
manipulation, man. That's like pure psychological
On-
manipulation and
yeah,
emotional manipulation on people, and like to create fear. It's fucking brilliant, man. It's crazy, and I just learned something thanks to you guys. But that is straight up like social engineering, like the clone people.
well,
100%.
let's look at it on a smaller scale. And this is like, other than what Architect was just saying, like, let's just kind of look at what our boy Pumpisha does with the shoes. There's nothing illegal about it, right? He lists his shoes, and then he also is the top bid, so he's cornered both ends. He's the lowest lister and the top bid, so he's been able to stack shoes this way, and it's fucking brilliant if you know what you're doing. And on a grander scale, you got 100 clones, you can do the same thing. You can list a fuck ton of them and also be the top bid, and then guess what? People are going to capitulate underneath your wall into your bids. It's
He just
Hey,
snitched
yeah.
on you, Pump.
Compound. If you see, a fire ass clone or beans that he, transfers over to his, like, I'm going to keep this motherfucker wallet. Give us a heads up, because
Where's that wallet?
we can potentially go to the collectors profiles and see if they've set up their collectors profile in Azuki, and see if we can
dude. He had
nail
Follow them on Etherscan and
he
just
has
wait for the token where the emails.
well, I sent you the wallet that holds his 180 plus beans. It's kind of like his just vault wallet. It's in the chat.
Does
Check
he
it
have
out.
Fuck with
clones in that
Azuki,
wallet
you're
too?
gonna find out.
Uh,
That's what I know,
no,
dude. I mean, I don't have that Zuki money, man. I mean, these guys must be fired up over there. Did they know this has
they
been going
usually
on? Does the Beans people know this has been going on with that one concentrated like group of wallets, Dylan?
no. I mean, the beans they're fucking like doing really well right now. So they're not. He's not having a lot of success over there because the
Yeah, I
beans
was gonna
have like
say
hype right
like
now.
going into Vegas and shit. There's a lot of sort of hopium and whatnot, and there's been a lot of floor buying of beans just to like go to Vegas and shit. I mean, obviously they just released that you don't need to have as a token to get in. So there may be some action there as people sort of maybe shed their beans into a WETH offers because they don't need it to like go or whatever. But I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
and
wait.
then
What's the wallet with the clones in it? The good clones, not the I'm gonna sell these bitches clones, but the I don't want these bitches to leave me clones.
it's the one that Ilan shared. There's a link above. It's a blur link.
I already checked that one with the 89 or 79 clones
Yeah,
in it, right? This is his honey pot right here. This is his sweet stuff.
yeah,
This
bro.
is
It was at 100 when we were watching him Friday, dude, or Thursday night, like late Thursday night. I was up till like 3 a.m. and we woke up and I sent everything over to Nomics and his community, and then they just started buying up the clones and have knocked him down to like 75. But you got to understand is they're not like he's not trying to get rid of his beans or clones, like they're trying to keep them, and they're
right.
trying to get mid tiers and grails is what they're
That's what I'm
trying to.
saying. Where's the mid tiers and grails? These look like bullet holes and cigarette burns. This ain't
Yeah, the
the
whole the whole collection is bad, bro. Like they have a bunch. Like all his clones are bad, but if you look at his bean wallet, they got
yeah.
a bunch of beans in the wallet.
Okay. Hey, okay.
Check the activity. He probably sends them out to different wallets, like
He
for
sw-
a
he
nice
moves
one.
them he moves them back and forth between those two wallets, and right now all the clones are in that wallet. But I mean, even if his scheme even if the scheme is just to stack clones or beans, if you can set the floor at 2.4 ETH and then make the top bid 2.1 or 2.2, whatever it is, and people are FOMOing into your WETH bids, then you can just relist higher and remove your false floor. And now we're back up to 2.5. And he picked them all up at 2.2, right? So making 0.3 on a fuck ton of clones, it adds up, dude. It doesn't seem like a lot, but you do it. If you've been doing it for 4 fucking months or
Yeah.
however long the farming is, and they're getting rewards for it too.
Yeah,
Like
they're
they're
cranking.
rewarded. They're getting blur points to do this shit. So it's just it's interesting. But yeah, the two
Rat
wallets are in there. Save
bastards.
those two and watch them.
Where
Son of
where
a
where are they
biscuit eater.
posted? I'm sorry.
In the
Oh,
chat,
okay.
in the
No
group
wonder I
chat.
couldn't find them. I haven't looked there.
Yeah,
Yo,
that'll do it.
That'll do it.
so what's up, Tevi?
Yeah, no, I was just wondering, like, how long, if you know how long he's been doing this, and I think it's a brilliant strategy, honestly. And I was gonna say maybe bring him back. Some of us are trying to get clones still. So if he wants to
Let
lower the wall at 1 ETH or 0.5, that'd be cool too.
That would be
Hey,
awesome.
Tevi,
Well,
let Tevi get in touch with him and invite him into Bad Take. I feel like Tevi could get him up here on stage.
Let's get him up here.
so they're a dumb group because they could have spread these clones and beans out across more wallets. It would have like hit it better. Like instead of keeping it all in one wallet, now we can just watch the one or two wallets. But they're smart because every inward transaction, like incoming transaction, has been from Binance, and the only three incomings that I've tracked to other wallets have led to like kind of dead ends and two Twitter profiles that aren't these people. You know what I mean? So they started fresh wallets 121 days ago, which is 3 months, which is kind of the start of season one farming, right? April, March, February, January. All these two wallets in January.
Let's get their dumb ass up in here then. They more than welcome to come through.
Come through.
Come through.
I wouldn't want to piss those guys off, to be honest. And if it was me to piss them off, then yeah, I'm blaming it on someone else. And it's probably Pompisha.
Honestly, I think you leave him
Bro, they would
alone.
be dumb as hell to dox themselves because they're doing some shit that's probably illegal. So if they dox themselves, they're just dumb, honestly.
I think you leave him alone. Like, I think the
Yeah,
awareness,
pretty
it's good to
much.
put the awareness out there, let people know. But I wouldn't mess with them. Like, the reality is, it will work itself out, right? Like, once rewards are done, they're gonna move on to whatever other scheme that they've got going on. I think for the people here and the people that will get educated, it's like, yeah, don't panic. I mean, the artifact is putting out some fire stuff, and it's moving in the right direction, right? So, but you know, you also don't know why people sell. Like some people just need the money for reason X, Y, and Z for real life stuff. So I think the education is good. I think that makes sense, but I wouldn't like try to go at him or anything like that personally. I think just let it be.
No, nothing. There's nothing to go at, dude. Like he's just playing well games, bro. And I mean, good
Yeah,
on
they're
him.
just playing the game that he started, right? So yeah.
The game, like it's just part of the game, dude. Every market has people that do that. But
These
what?
clones is mad mid though. Sorry to interrupt, man. They just hella
Yeah,
mid.
that's the goal, bro. They're not. That's the goal when you're just trying to profit. But
Accumulating all those animus eggs.
so when the reason clones are good is it's a 20K collection and beans are 20K collection as well, and they're in that price range where you can use a lot of them to kind of manipulate the floor. Whereas doing it with bored apes, right? You got like 3 or 4 bored apes, or you can grab a fuck ton of beans and clones and manipulate the floor. And the clones and bean volume is decently high. Like there's good volume and
Someone
art
tell him about Milady and tell him to go over there, bro.
and artifact's not really going anywhere, so it's like not really that risky of a bet to end up with a fucking 100 clones. You're not really. It's not a bad bet to farm these ones. Same with the beans. There's a lot of reasons these two projects are targeted, but volume and size of the project is easier to manipulate.
Yo,
Maybe.
Compound, can I ask you a question? What's your view of community sentiment right now? Is it because where I'm from my chair, it seems like things are, you know, best they've been in a long, long time. But interested to see what's going on in Discord and what everybody's take is on that.
I'm not sure about the artifact Discord, how it is there,
It's a
but
wasteland.
I think it's really good, Baron. Like it starts here too. Like everybody here can contribute to changing sentiment, right? But I think it's been as the best it has been in a long time, actually.
I agree. Things are up. Things feel better.
We have a lot of
People,
new.
people's voices carry a lot more positivity. You can feel the energy when people speaking. Like even just this weekend, like even they were battling through this FUD, and you know things went a different direction for certain individuals. It's still more positive than it's ever been or has been. I would say this entire year, man. Like we climbing to the mountaintop, we climbing together for real, one foot in front of the other. So I think it's really good.
I'm selling my clone because like I was promised we were going to zero, and it's going the opposite. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's
What'd
what
you guys do?
happens. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it feels good. I love what Dot Swish rolled out today, and I love that it just. I mean, it's going to be such a natural progression for all the people that anybody that falls in love with what Dot Swish is doing. It's going to be, oh, what's this artifact stuff? And it's just really cool to see it come to fruition. And really, everything that I hoped of when I got involved with Artifact was like, you know, prior to Mint was um, that we would get digital sneakers and that there'd be a token access to that, and that it increase your odds of getting drops, you know, that better than what the experience has been on Sneakers app. And what they were talking about today is exactly that. So, and I feel like we're just like literally not even at the tip of what is going to happen. So I'm stoked for tomorrow, even if I don't get a
Yeah,
full pause on the tip, you know.
bro. No, it's too late, bro. You already went to another sentence. We
I
gotta
know,
eat that
but
one.
dude, you know, I get too excited and then I go all the way in, and then I miss my chance. But it just, I don't know, man. Sometimes you forget, like in the moment, you don't realize that exactly what you'd hoped happened is happening, and I'm having that moment now, and not letting price impact any of this experience is wild. You know, it's real fun.
It's great, man. I'll say this, like I feel like we built up a net together as a community, right? Like all of us here together showing up every single day, being able to work through disagreements or having different perspectives and still continuously build at the same time and get to the next day and do it all over again. Like all of this stuff is helping us carry this momentum, and it's just growing. Like even this dude, like if this would have came out last month around this time, or 2 months ago, we found out some dude was doing this, people would be like, "Man, this some bullshit." It'd have been all types of stuff, right? But finding this out was like, "Yo, this is what it is. Take it on the chin. Part of the game. We still out here. Find a way to disengage, and we still moving. And we seeing the people showing up, right? The founders are communicating more. They see that we have this community here that they can jump in and speak to. Like Press said in the group chat, Zap jumping in Sneaker Soapbox last week and setting it off after the lookbook. That's it. Just things is cooking, man. So I feel like whatever we come up against from this moment forward, we already have such a solid foundation of a community together that we know how to maneuver and pivot and keep it moving. So we got.
That's the thing about like this community, right? And NFTs, either you cry about it or you do something about it, right? And like this community just does, and it doesn't whine. They don't whine, right? And like the people that are whine are just like capitulating. So yeah, like it's fight or flight, right? And there are a lot of people that a lot. I'm losing my English, but there are a lot of people that fly. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like Bad Take honestly
I
is
thought.
legendary. It's going down in history, and I thought it was going to zero, but
I mean, you see
hopefully it still
Lander at the
does.
top.
It's a
Sometimes you just get a FUD. But you got to do it. So I Compound, I know you got the hookup on that guy. I would like you to send him a DM and be like, hey, can we do this psyop again? But let's go down to closer to like
well,
0. So like 0.25 would be good because that's all I got right now, and I would love a clone for 0.25. So that's my request.
Bro, this is a
Yo, Tevi, when are you giving away that shoe? I've been waiting, bro. I'll send you my wallet. The giveaway. You
this
know.
is what I think though, Chevy. And I love it, dude. I would love clones at that price. But to go down to 1 ETH from where we're at now is another 70% move down or
Yeah,
whatever
I
it
think
is,
people would pay.
60% move down.
I,
That's not
Think
I
happening.
know.
just think of that logically. If that's
Yeah, that doesn't
We're
even make
down
any sense.
95%.
it's to think it's
Yeah,
I mean it could, but like that's a massive market cap drop. And without the fake floor and the fake sellers, like you legit have to have a good amount of people that are willing to give up their clones at 1 ETH to get that low.
Compound.
And
You know what's really like how I know that that's almost impossible is because to my brain, if you're down 95%, how can you go down another 70%? You know what I mean? So that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, that's like below 0 already, but we're not even at 0. So figure that out, math
I mean,
guys.
I know, but
well,
that's the
what
dream, right? Like, come on, like.
No, I know. It's the dream. We'll get there, keep deep around and we may get there.
here's what
We
I
will get there, and yo, if you think about it, if you go to 0, every increment that you increase is 100%, and 100% increase. So like, it's all about perspective. You know what I mean?
I agree.
yeah. So here's my thought process on everything. And this is why I liquidated a bunch of artifact stuff last night, side quest, that I can buy back in the future to make sure I secured a clone low, right? Was because um you can sit around and wait, and like there's a lot of people who missed ETH at $800 in June. It touched like 816 because they said they were waiting for 15, right? I'm over here going, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna sit here at 2.5 and wait for 1.7 like that. I would kick myself, or not kill myself. I would kick myself in 6 months if I missed the opportunity to buy below mint price. Like I would hate myself. Like, well, you waited on ETH, you didn't buy enough ETH at 800 because you thought it was going to 500, and you missed the clone bottom. So like I wasn't willing to risk that sitting here waiting for 1 ETH. That's just me. You know what I mean? And it's clear that without that fake walls that these whales are putting up, that the floor price can rise. But when they put those fake walls up, because like we're not educated on it, which is what I'm trying to do. Like what Nomics is trying to do is kind of educate on how the manipulation kind of works. Then people panic sell. So don't. I guess just an education session, and then don't sit around waiting for another 70% drop. That's almost
So,
lunacy.
so, so, so you're
Like that's
saying I
crazy.
should not wait, is kind of what I'm hearing. I feel like you're talking to me directly and saying, you can't get in touch. You
Yo,
can't get in touch
Compound
with the
is the
guy.
whale,
So
bro. I just figured it out. Compound
he
is the
is
whale, and he's trying to make up this whole
legit,
story about there's this guy and he's
100%.
doing this, and like I figured it out. I'm a genius, but really it's
He's
just
like,
him doing
I'm
it, and
tired
he's
of this
manipulating the price.
nonsense.
He's manipulating all
Yeah,
of
he's
us.
like,
He's
I'm
a
tired of
genius.
it.
So
I'm
Yeah.
I'm taking off my wall, and like it's time to make some money. So
That's why it's rising now.
So, and to be clear, that no, I did not. I definitely did not figure this all out. These are just conversations over the weekend that I've continued to have with Kaz and his community, who they're pretty smart.
Yeah, just blame someone else. But yeah, go
No,
on.
I mean, I've been able to take pieces that they've said and kind of reword it myself. Like, this is information that they have all put together in threads, but I have my own information that I've provided too. It's been like a team
You
effort,
just called him
and it's
Cass.
not even like the only well. It's not the only well out there, dude. It's like, but this is the one that has been recently trying to cause fear on our floor price. And you guys want to go see what he does? Go check the bean floor. Like, you can literally watch Blur right this second, and they're doing it to beans. And it's just kind of it's cool to like watch or educate yourself, but it's not cool to try to panic the community who's already going through some shit into selling clones, bro.
Told you, man. Batman, bro. Bruce Wayne, bro. You don't see them two in the same room. See how he tried to deflect and act like it's not him? Oh, no way. It could be me. Bruce Wayne.
Facts. Also, Baron was right. You know, like the 2 days I left, the floor went up, and I'm back. That means we're going down. So I should leave
No,
for
stick
longer.
around. Stick around.
To be honest. Hey, yo, my demon friend. But yo, Alone's had his hand up for the longest time. Oh, he put it down. Never mind.
No longer alone.
No, I'll speak. It's fine. But no, I honestly though, not to throw flowers though, but this whole movement, man, you know, it's Compound and Dre, man. You guys have been very like pivotal to kind of bringing everyone together, man. And you know, I don't want you guys to get too big of heads, you know, but you know, congrats and kudos on that, man. And so you're a big reason why there's been able to like, you know, there's been a contingent of clones that have been able to kind of work their way through all the FUD and all the crazy Discord shit and all the Twitter stuff, man. So kudos, man. It's like proof to like how community works, how grassroots movements kind of like take place. And yeah, so I wanted to say that. And I also wanted to ask, because I've been busy all day, if you guys have spoken about this, it's cool. I'll do some looking out after. But what happened with the swoosh thing that you were talking about before? What are like the TLDR details?
I was just about to ask that. Thank you.
Oh, I was going to wait to go into that.
I'm gonna
on the
pin
compound.
something
I
at the
have it
top to
shine
help you
before
out
they,
that will summarize it, and Dre can talk about it.
For sure. Appreciate the. First
Also,
of all, I
if
appreciate
anybody-
the kind words, bro.
Yeah, I
really
appreciate you, Alone, for sure. This is something we aimed at, for real. Like, it's so wild to see it grow to this point, because we definitely had direct conversations about this. Like, yo, fuck this shit. We going to go in there. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we talked about this many a time, but no, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate that. I definitely appreciate it.
For sure, man. And it's like energy is contagious, right? And this is like proof of it. So whether you have the fucking negative energy going on, people can get swept up in that shit, and almost easier to get swept up in that shit. But, you know, this is a testament that like positive energy and positivity and like all that can be contagious too, man. So I think it's good to acknowledge that and recognize it, because, you know, like it's easy to bitch, man, you know, but it's like less, it's easy to bitch and people like doing that sometimes, but it's harder to kind of like just try and just put one foot in front of the other and create some good vibes, man. So this is a testament to that, man. And it's like, it's just good energy and good stuff, man. So I really mean it.
So
Facts.
there's a
And
saying.
Compound doesn't get it. His head doesn't get bigger. He just gets thicker. His clone gets thicker.
Whoa!
Hey,
Whoa!
Whoa!
There's a
Jesus.
There's a saying, guys, and it's something that I have written down over here. It gets something along the lines of like, it's easy to sell a ship in calm seas, right? We're going through a lot of shit right now. And basically what that means, and anybody in here can listen to this and use it, is it's easy to be a leader when there's nothing going wrong. And you guys are all leaders, like in this community, everybody in here that's here every day or on Twitter and just, you know, putting positive vibes out, educating, creating. It's easy to be a leader in the calm seas, right? But we're going through some shit right now in the community, like is really where is going to test everybody in here. And I think everybody in here is doing fucking amazing. I scroll down and like it's all leaders in here, people that are passing on good vibes, helping each other, creating, building. Like it's dope. But write that down. I can't remember who quoted it. It's not my quote, but I do have it written down over here.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. It's easy to captain the ship in calm seas or something, but not otherwise. Who had
Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds.
Comp just read his book.
Also, Lone, that was the nicest thing you've ever said, bro. You're a demon, bro. Don't act up again, right? You
And
gotta.
Alone be coming through with the positivity, man. He keeps it real. Like I've met this dude many times IRL. His energy has always been on point to the T. I appreciate you for that, man. Because like you said, it's contagious, and we feel it and we spread it as well. Pause. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that one up because that might have been questionable. But thank you for the
Yeah.
love for sure.
Yeah, we
You know what I
feel
rate
it.
about Compound too? Like he gives people their flowers. You know what I mean? He doesn't take credit, and like when people put in the work, he's like, "Yo, like even when he was stealing my jokes, I didn't call him out ever." And then he's like, "Yo, I've been stealing Beep's jokes." I'm like, "Yo, this guy came out clean." But that's the thing, though. If he ever gets arrested with us, I'm running, bro. Like he's gonna snitch on me. Yeah,
Oh
it was
yeah,
that guy right there.
he definitely gonna tell. Yeah, oh yeah, he keeping it clean at all times. Yep, there he
Yeah,
is right there. There's his address. I can
bro.
give you his email, Twitter feed, wallet. My man is doing this on Blur. What else do you need? I got you.
No, bro. I don't bring down the crew, dude. I grew up in California, in Southern California. Um, we're not like that, bro. I'm not that guy. Yo, hold on. So, uh, if anybody has any more questions on this specific topic, come up. But I want Dre to get into dot swoosh after this. But come up if you have topics on this one. I pinned something to the top, and it's kind of a thread showing what was happening. And you can kind of go back through the thread. But basically, once there was some pressure, some buy pressure on the sell wall, and they started sniping the clones from this guy's wallet and actually testing his sell wall, he pulled off 70 of his clones and moved his wall up to 2.5. Right? He's not actually trying to sell his shit. He just wants to cause the fear. And that's kind of what that thread is showing up there. And then they started testing the 2.5 to 2.51 wall and started eating at that wall. And he eventually removed all the walls. Like I got my clone inside of that at like 2.6 or something, 2.65. And then now the cell wall is completely removed. And they're kind of focusing on beans right now, but this is kind of the thread that we were referencing and some data points if you guys want to
So
check it
his
out.
wall looks like it's at 3.19 right now. Is that not? I mean, that's where that whole wallet is listed.
So he moved his whole wall up to 3.19 because
Yep, that's where he's at now.
so he got pressure at 2.4 at 2.51 and started getting his clones sniped. He didn't want to actually lose his clones, right? He's trying to list them and accumulate blur points, and hopefully you sell underneath him that he could pick your shit up too, is what the plan is. So he moved his wall up to 3.19 to protect his clones, is what he's doing.
Yeah, because
Trying to farm the
if
blur
he's been
points.
doing this for 3 months, comp, that means some of those clones he hasn't been buying at this price. Like he bought them at maybe 5 or 6 or 4. So it's at some point it starts to hurt.
So what's his wall at right now? Is 3.
So
let me find
the
it.
wallet that had like 70 something clones in it, it's all at the entire thing's at 3.19.
Yeah, so okay, now check this out. If you're on Blur now, yep, that's him. I know his wallet. 3.19. So he's gotten so much pressure, he's moved his wall up to 3.19. Now, if you go, oh, this is cool. We're doing this shit live. If you go to the bids tab, you're going to see a size of 550 ETH on 2.5. Look at the bidder. Look at the wallet address of the bidder on Blur. It's the same guy, the same wallet. So his bid is at 2.5, but his sell wall is at 3.19. So what he's hoping is that people are dumping clones into his 2.51 bid because he has a huge sell wall at 3.19. That's a pretty good spread, dude. That's a 0.61 ETH spread on every clone he gets. And all he needs to do is remove his wall and relist the clones, and he's in profit. You know what I'm saying? Same wallet, like that.
Yeah, I mean, it ties out. I mean, it's pretty.
This is more drastic than what he was doing before.
So a
like
bigger
he
spread
made his
means that
spreads
he's more
wider.
afraid of getting poached at his current wall, I would say.
Yeah, he's giving himself more room to play with now is what he's doing. Yeah. So his 2.5, he's got 555 ETH sitting at 2.5, and then he has all his clones at 3.19. So anybody who comes in fearful and dumps into his bid at 2.5, he's instantly in profit because he's practically setting the floor. There's only a few clones underneath him. So you could see how quickly is once the blur rewards end, right? And he has no incentive to do this shit. He's doing it because he's collecting rewards on both ends, bids and offers. Once that shit ends, you get more of like an authentic floor, like you actual, not people manipulating it to try to farm points. Like it's pretty, and he's not trying to hide much. He's using the same wallet to do it. But now everybody in here knows what's happening, so you don't have to be fearful of how the fucking floor moves like so crazy, bro. It's so unnatural.
So what do you guys think the floor would be if we didn't have to deal with this guy?
Well, bro, last time Blur rewards ended, Rudo bought a clone at 3 ETH, right? He bought the bottom and sold it at like 5 point something. Didn't it touch 6 ETH or something like that? And then we came all the way back down.
Yeah, I remember that.
So,
So what you're
I
saying
mean,
is we all need to buy a clone, sit on it, and
no, I'm not giving up that code, bro. No. Keep your dry powder ready, and then just find something you like. But you can see why I got FOMO last night, right? Is when we started to kind of identify that there was like an artificial floor there. I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna get mine at fucking 2.5 while the guy's holding the floor down for me real quick, and then I'm good. But anybody got questions or dot swoosh questions or?
Yeah, I got a question about Dot Swoosh. Why the fuck is it not available in Canada, and like why can't I get it?
is that a question that we really need to answer? Who has better questions?
Yeah. So my question is, when the fuck is it going to be available in Canada?
Oh my gosh, I should have went. Any non-Canadian .eth or .swoosh questions for the
Yeah,
team?
actually, I do. My bad. So I don't have a .swoosh account. I just joined, and I'm running into the issue where I don't know how to get one. You get any advice for my situation? I did try reaching out to some people in the community. Thankfully, they were kind enough to try to let me use a code, but it appears to be Gmail locked. I don't know.
Nah, I don't know if they switched them up to be locked, but I gave away some codes myself. I gave away a lot of codes, but at this point, they had a link that you could contact and that you could speak to somebody on their side of things and help people get their codes, especially if you have a code and it's not working. I gotta go through the tweets. If you go through Jasmine tweets, she had this question come up quite frequently, and she sent people to the same link to have it taken care of. It was a while back though, so it might take some scrolling.
There was
But
something for specifically for clones. I think.
oh yeah. We did have a clone link. I think Cash just put that into the
Oh,
group
there.
chat. If you're a clone holder.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. See what's going to happen.
There we go. CloneX.ethpass.com. Cash put it in the group chat. Thank you, Cass. We appreciate you, sir. I still haven't claimed my wallet for my clone because I had all those other ones.
You know, I just realized that now that I have 2 clones, I could technically claim a second push thing.
Yes. Yes, you can. And I would suggest you do that.
Yo, really
Yeah, I might
quick.
do that. I think I will.
Quick. I heard somebody say.
So I can get the blade, the artifact blade for this.
Yeah, wait, hold on. So sorry, Cram. Where is that link? Where's that link? Cass's link.
It's in a group chat.
All right, my bad.
The one place that you haven't looked the
I
last
still,
time.
yeah, I need to go there. God, Ethalorian's fucking clone is dope. Sorry, gotta go.
What's up, Cram? Sorry they were interrupting you,
Oh
man.
no,
I
you're
can't
good,
believe
man.
that.
I kind of interrupted you guys. I was eating dinner, but no, I just heard somebody say something like, I got a code and it's not working. I had a similar issue earlier because I got 2 codes at the Dot Swoosh event a few months back, and I only used one. So then I heard about this airdrop thing, and I'm like, wait, I got another code. So I used it, and I was having issues, but I was using the same phone number as the other code. So I don't know if is there a way you can like put all of these like dot swooshes on one like account? Because I ended up basically having to use a different phone number to like get the other code going.
Yep, it's like that with even with sneakers account. You need different phone numbers for each sneakers account, so you have to have a unique phone number for every account with your dot swoosh account as well.
Hey, Dre, question for you. So even though I just got in fairly recent, if somebody registered with my clone, do you know if I would be able to register if it's already been used?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. That might be a Cass question. So I don't know how that works. If they tie it to the wallet or if they tie it to the clone. I don't know what information they tie it to. Like I said, I haven't utilized mine. When Cass said, Cass is coming through with the answer. Can't use the same number. Unfortunately, use Google Voice. It's a good option for a secondary number. Oh, here we go. He's no more texting. There we go, Cass. Let's come get my guy up here.
Get your eyebrows up here. I mean,
get your
How did
up
I
here.
only come up to hear that part? All the other stuff will get rugged except for Deep talking that shit.
That's how it works. That's how it works right here. What's good, Cass? How are you this fine evening, this magnificent night?
I don't know. My wife's staring at me in the face because I jumped on Spaces so fast and I'm scared.
Oh, I know that look. I know that look. Gotta fire it off quickly.
That's why I'm divorced, man. So just don't do what I did.
Jesus. Oh man, I gotta say, Dre, though, you got me semi in trouble because I started telling the story about you playing that International Players Anthem at your wedding or whatever. And the day of my wife and I's wedding, I was playing some like Division. And for y'all that don't know Division, they basically just have the most like raunchy R&B talking that shit. And it was not good. It was a lot. So yeah.
Division makes some good songs though, man. They make some nice jingles. I will say that.
my friend's a producer for them actually. They're from
Toronto.
Damn, Deep. I gotta stop making fun of your hair now, I guess. I mean, shit, man. I didn't know Canadians had it like that. Got the Daniel Caesars up there, the JB.
Oh yeah, I saw Daniel Caesar on Thursday. He had a show in Toronto. It's really good.
Just had to say
Toronto.
subtle flex.
No, so the question was, are we allowed, say somebody buys another clone, but they already used that same clone to get their swoosh.Nike account. Are they allowed, is a new person who buys the clone allowed to get a swoosh.Nike account utilizing that same clone?
So we did it one per wallet, and it was based off of the snapshot at the time. So I don't think it would work that way. I think the easiest way now is if people do have an extra code or two, and I'm sure you could possibly find them. It's not something you should have to like buy.
Well, I tried like I as I mentioned earlier, there's a few folks that tried to reach out and I tried redeeming, but when I tried the code, it was saying I'll see if I can find it and I'll post it in the chat. It was just saying something about I don't know, I'll find it.
Yeah, send me the screenshot and I'll ask. Because I don't have exact answers if like something's not going through, but you know, it's not hard for me to try and figure some things out for y'all.
And keep this in mind, tomorrow's airdrop is not the end all be all, right? It's just the beginning to the entire drop. So they're gonna have an airdrop tomorrow, and I think they said they're gonna have one on the 6th or the 8th, and then the actual drop is gonna be the May 10th for everyone to participate. So it's just like a early quote unquote access given to certain individuals tomorrow. I think they said it was only like 106,432, something like that. One of those numbers. I'm not looking at the screen right now, but something like that. But the numbers actually equate to Nike, Nike, and that's why it's like the random number 106432, something like that. So damn man, if I got that right, if I remember that, that's crazy. But
this does it stuff apparently. I don't know.
Man,
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, but that's how they have it, right? So And the drop for each box that they're given for the 2 different shoe boxes costs $19.82, and it's per box. And the 1982, of course, equates to the year that Air Force Ones were premiered for Nike. So they're paying homage to all of this. And the difference between the 2 boxes are they have the old boxes and like the new remix boxes. And the old boxes keeps the designs from 1982 to 2006. The new remix boxes are from 2006 onward. I don't know the year stop, maybe it's this year, but and they said they're basing the releasings of those items within those boxes off of the votes that they were taking on the sneakers app back in October, November when they first came out with this idea. So Vince actually jumped in the group chat and said that the sneakers that they put up, those melon Air Force Ones, are reminiscent of the reptile Air Force Ones due to the colorway, but they'd have nothing to do with Artifact. Those were actual Air Force Ones that released back in 2006, 2007, and it was like a melon pack. They had those melon Air Force Ones. They had this kiwi pack that was stupid dumb fire, like a cranberry color with like a melon on the back heel tab with a green Nike swoosh. They was stupid fire. And I remember this girl, she told me she's gonna buy them for me, but she ended up becoming a catfish and not being real and didn't even come through with the shoes. And I was heartbroken, not once, but twice, because I thought I was gonna get some shoes and the girl and didn't get either because the girl was fake and the shoes was fake. But that's neither here nor there. They was dumb fire. And they're coming out with some more stuff later on down the line. So I think it's gonna be really interesting how they release these things. One thing that I did learn and something I did find out was, and I said this earlier in Final Ryan's space that he dropped earlier, which was a fire space. They had Lush actually come through and speak some words of positivity for them bringing up the community and being able to pass along this information, which was super dope. But one thing I did say was I spoke to someone before, and he said that the allocation came from first of all, came from the people who actually showed up to the swoosh.nike events in each city that they held them. So Cram, like you showed up at Bait and got 2 of those cards. The numbers that was on those cards are going to receive priority for the airdrop tomorrow. That was one thing that I heard. And I think that's a certified fact because I think that's in the frequently asked questions information that they placed up as well. But another thing Homeboy said was the people who were under a certain amount for the member ID on their swoosh.nike ID will actually receive the airdrop as well. And that was information that he just forfeited over when we were discussing swoosh.nike when I met him. So I don't know how valid that is, but just another potential alpha for tomorrow. So other than that, everybody's going to be able to participate, just like they did with the releasing of the access codes. Some people got them in a certain wave. Some people got them before other people, but it doesn't mean that you won't be able to participate. Everybody will have a chance and have a shot. I'm planning on having a sneaker soapbox tomorrow to coincide with the airdrop, just so we can throw information together in real time and see how things go. So if I do that, I can't give you a time because I don't know when the airdrop is going to start, but just know to keep a lookout for it. And if there's any questions, we can just get together and work them out at that specific moment. So I don't know if there's any other questions that I need to answer. See, Ether Lorian got his hands up. Was crack-a-lacking my guy?
What's up, Trey?
Chilling, man.
Yeah, I don't know. You kind of answered a lot of them there. I was going to say, as a guy who's cast the hairy eyeball at Dot Swoosh from the outset, only because I didn't get a code very quickly, and that pissed me off. There's no other reason other than that for me to be so reluctant to like it. But because of it, I have not followed along at all. So I was hoping to get some information ahead of tomorrow's drop, but I'll probably tune into the sneaker soapbox so I can follow along in real time and just check my email right now, see what's in there.
For sure. I will say this, and I know a lot of clone holders felt the same way. Like, man, fuck this. This some bullshit. We supposed to get it first. I want people to understand that the viewpoint of how they're constructing this drop with NVS is more so about the people who know nothing about NFTs or crypto or Web3 in general. Ron Ferris, the man who was behind the sneakers app, wanted that to be more of a libertarian type of app. He wanted to be more access to the masses. And it kind of got converted over into like this botted exclusive type of experience that people, unless you hitting or know how to hit, ended up hating. And they don't want that to be the same experience here. While they want to have some type of exclusivity behind it, they don't want it to be just like a, oh, you got a clone, so you already in, so fuck everybody else type of situation, right? They want it to be like, if you don't know anything about this sector that includes NFTs or crypto, come here, join us. We'll walk with you hand in hand so you can get to learn it and understand it more. So I can get your perspective, Ethan, when you're talking about, man, I'm sorry they didn't send it to us first, because I get it. Like when we heard about the Nike acquisition, that was one of the things that I'm sure that a lot of people thought and how they felt like, oh, it's a shoe-in, we good. But I do think in the future, things will be more cross-pollinated and it will make a lot more sense for people who are clone holders. So while we didn't get exclusive rights to the access codes and things of that nature, and we actually didn't even receive any information about why we didn't receive those exclusive rights, I think if we all stay patient and like I say all the time, sit back and chill, we'll enjoy the ride and it'll end up making sense at the end of the tunnel, like everything else has with Artifact, like we're seeing happen right now. So things are really coming together. It might not be exactly what we thought it should be or what we thought we wanted it to be, but I think at the end of the day, it will be everything we wanted it to be.
I appreciate that. I like those words, and like I'm not trying to cast any negative dispersions on the project at all, because I don't know shit about it. Because in truth, I just haven't followed it, and that could be to my peril. But the good news is I got dudes like you that have been following along the whole time, and you're sharing this publicly with anybody who's willing to engage, and I think that that's awesome. So I appreciate you, Dre.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Final Rain, what's good, man?
Yo, what's up, Jay? Thanks for having me on the space. Appreciate the kind words about what we did earlier. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Jack and Dennis. I think we're still kind of coming off that high. It's like a community space. It's unofficial. We don't work for Nike or anything like that. But I'm not gonna lie. It means a lot to have people like Luch kind of like show us love. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, to me it just shows that Nike really does kind of care, right? Like they are listening. They want to listen. They want to acknowledge our thoughts and like the concerns of people like Ethalorian who talking about the access to the codes. I mean, guys, like people like shout outs to Jasmine. She's a clone holder. There's a lot of clones actually who are on the team at Nike Virtual Studios. So they're about this life. They're full on degens as well. you know and that's what makes me even more bullish about the whole situation, right? It's not like they're just getting these quote unquote advisors, on their team. No, that, like, I mean, again, I don't want to keep blowing up her spot, but Jasmine worked on sneakers app, and then a couple of other people on the team, they have the technical know-how. And to Dre's earlier point, I think Nike, and again, this is what I say in our spaces too, is they're very upfront about how they're trying to be as inclusive as possible with dot swoosh, right? I think a lot of people like to talk a lot about onboarding the masses, right? But how do you do that if they don't ever had the opportunity to speak with people who are familiar with Web3, right? Like, how did they get introduced? And I can't remember if it was on the sneakers app, like one of their lives there, but when they had the one in New York City, they went uptown, right? And they said straight up, look, we could have had this dot swoosh event, swoosh session in Manhattan. We could have had it in Soho at one of the flagship stores. No, we went to one of the sneaker stores uptown because that's the, those are the people who aren't necessarily Web3 familiar or Web3 adjacent. And I think that can be another discussion for another time about like disparity when it comes to exposure to Web3. But for an entity like Nike to kind of take that challenge head on, I think it's nothing's going to be perfect. But again, I think it's been kind of impressive to watch them kind of grow the project, and really make it about trying to teach more people about it. I mean, it's been pretty amazing that like people kind of like we talked about it earlier, Dre. Like a lot of times, Web3 people, there is a lot of crossover between sneakerheads, sneaker collectors, and Web3 enthusiasts. But at the end of the day, we can still kind of learn from each other, and I think that's the beauty of it. Like if this is someone's, if even Jack earlier, I'm not going to blow up his spot, but he didn't understand necessarily off top the significance of the price of 1982 when it comes, in the context of the Air Force One, but he learned, right? And I think that's the beauty of it. Like people are going to learn, in reverse, why these sneakers we have so much connection to, right? So sorry, I just wanted to go a little rant about that. But just wanted to clear up some other things that you were talking about earlier. The first thing is, so the airdrop tomorrow, some people might have started getting emails already, but those aren't the winner emails. They're just telling you to expect something tomorrow. And I know this is very Web 2, but again, I think we have to say it again here is you're not connecting anything to any wallets tomorrow for any of this. This is all strictly credit card or I believe debit card payment. Like you're not connecting your ETH wallet to anything. The only wallet that's involved with .swoosh is a custodial wallet from BitGo, right? So what happens is when you had your access code and you registered your name, you actually minted your username, right? That is technically an NFT. And the way it's been explained to me is that your at the time being your username, your .swoosh account is technically your wallet. So I don't want to say it's soul bound, but because again we're talking about trying to have this move out to a larger audience, they really tried to do as much as they could to kind of eliminate these procedures with seed phrases and that sort of thing. It's once you got the code, then you got your BitGo wallet. And yes, at this point, it is still custodial. So having said that, I think a good way to kind of look at what happens with the codes, and to go back to the discussion about what happened with the artifact snapshot. I think what happens with the snapshot is those. It just meant that each of those clones was provided a code, but the code, the only time the code becomes kind of locked to you is when it's associated with your Nike account, right? So like Dre was saying earlier, the reason why you're getting an error, because you're trying to use another account, but if like I think Cass said it, like each Nike account, and I know all the sneakerheads know this because we all have multiple sneakers apps trying to get these damn Jordans, and I'm still taking L's. Thanks Nike. But yeah, so you're going to really have to. It's just one of those things about the sneaker struggle, right? But essentially, I think the better way to look at it is that an access code and a .swoosh is linked directly to your Nike account / sneakers app account. So I hope that clears some things up. Oh, and tomorrow, sorry, one last thing. The airdrop announcements will start at 9 a.m. PST. So just take a look out, I guess, around noon EST.
Nice. Yeah, that's what's up. No, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much, Brian, for the information. You're absolutely correct. And I did learn too, and I knew this before, even when you asked, who was it that asked? I was just asking about the numbers. Google numbers don't even work because, like Ryan said, we all have multiple accounts trying to get these damn Jordans. I myself have like 8 different sneakers accounts. I myself am still taking like 8 different L's. It just makes the pain that much worse 8 different times over. It gives me emails that saying, you missed a draw, you missed a draw, you missed a draw, you missed my draw, you missed a draw, you missed a draw, every single damn release. So yes, it's another service that you can get that I know the people who have multiple sneakers account utilize. I have to ask again because I myself don't have that service. I use actual phones. I have like 7-8 different iPhones that I use for each drop. So I'll double check and get that information and put it in the group chat once I find out. But Google Voice, I don't believe work. It might work with MBS, but I know it didn't work with the sneakers account. And no, you hit everything on the head, Lane. There's something else that I wanted to say, but I can't remember now. So let's go to the hands. Kuro, what's good?
Yeah, for like $25 a month, you can go to AT&T and get a eSIM on a phone. I now have a .swoosh account. I got tired of complaining. I remember a good friend, Zombie Rob, sent me a code. So I finessed my way into this bitch. I'm here. I'm staying. I'm not leaving. I got my .swoosh. I'm ecstatic, as you can tell. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's just what I was gonna say. It was the email situation, right? Because I have multiple .swoosh accounts as well, and I already received multiple emails, and I want to ask how many people out there received some emails as well saying, hey, look out for something. And I wonder if it's those same emails that got that, hey, look out for something email are going to be the ones that received the airdrop as well, because I didn't get that same message for all of the .swoosh accounts that I have. So I'm thinking maybe they just priming people up to let them know, keep an eye out because something is coming. So if you have a .swoosh account, I would say check your emails
Yo, I got
to
one,
see if you receive that message.
Dre. I got 1 for one and 0 for the other so far.
Man,
Yeah,
you
see,
guys are right because
I
I only
got it.
got one account. I'm not cheating the system, and I get my email. So,
Well, see, I got. Maybe that is. Maybe I could be wrong about this because let's not check my emails.
Probably went to everybody so they can just get them to check it. You think?
Yeah, I think so. That might be it because I got 1, 2.
Can I ask?
Why wouldn't you just buy a domain and then sign up for Google Business and just pay the $5 a month for each one of the emails and then just have them all on one phone with eSIMs? It's like, it's, you know.
That's it. That's a more cleaner way to keep it. You're right. Well, I only got 4 emails, and I think I got. I don't want to, I have multiple accounts.
Yo,
So
real quick while you're looking. So basically, what I heard Ryan say is that you can only have one code per email, which is basically correlates to you can only have one email per Nike account. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
That's
generally
basically how it
works.
works,
Yep.
right? And then okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, they tie it to your email and phone number. So no, I guess that is right. They did send it to everybody. So with that being said, may the force be with you.
wait, Dre. So,
Tomorrow.
are you confirming that they sent it to all of your accounts or just some of your accounts?
I'm confirming that they sent it to enough accounts for me to think that they sent it to everybody's account.
All right.
I'm sorry for the deflation.
How many? It sounds like it's like I don't know how many people they onboarded. Was it 3, 4, 500,000?
330,000.
So it's a third of it. You got a 33% shot tomorrow, basically.
They only sent it out to 106,453. I think something like
it's
that.
a little less than 30%.
1/3 tomorrow is what they said.
Good. That's good for me. I'll take the odds.
They want to bring it in tiers though, right? Because of course, if you think about the same formula that I speak about, right? The awareness, and awareness brings the hype. So tomorrow, 1/3 of people receiving the emails, people gonna put it out there. It's gonna be this own marketing for them. Oh shit, I got this. And that's people gonna say, yo, what is that about? Pulls the awareness. Oh, Air Force Ones, potential to have our Jordan ones, potential to have our Max one, potential for having digital shoes that you can use in video games and you can forge and da 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 da. Oh, what does that do? Cause the hype. Damn, that's crazy. I want to be a part of it. How do I join in? What do I got to do? And then what happens after that? We all know, right? It's the same formula. I say it all the time. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. FOMO. Same situation, right? Damn, how'd you get that? I didn't get it. What's this about? And then they'll put out in another wave. And then there'll be some people who miss out. There'll be some people who get it, but it'll keep that motive going, that the locomotive pushing, that train going, that hype train, and people keep pushing and they have its own marketing. And then by the wave 3, there'll be so many more people paying attention to it that so many more people want to be a part of it. I think it'll reach up to that, milli mark soon, for real. It can get there really fast, you know what I mean? So I think it's an excellent play on how they're doing this, to be honest. Like how they're releasing it in tiers, how they release the access code in tiers, how they onboarded so many people so fast, like 330,000 people. Ain't nothing to shake a stick at, man. And how they're tying this all to what's happening here at Artifact. It's no coincidence that Artifact is releasing their Air Force Ones at the end of the month, coinciding with the release, or the forging, excuse me, at the end of the month, coinciding with the release of Nike.Swoosh's first product release, which happens to be our Force Ones as well. So yeah, if you can put one and one together, you can see what they're onboarding and what they're looking to do. And another point I want to make that goes with what Ethan Lornian was saying earlier as well is they are creating the onboarding of the masses. So the people who get into this sector and really enjoy what's happening will then look to, say, an Artifact to go deeper into the lane of where we are. Want to go follow the storytelling, the lore, the technology behind the sneakers, right? The cross-platforming of utilizing the digital asset in different games. Like, it's going to onboard so many other people to what Artifact is doing. That way they'll have a greater understanding of why they should be paying attention to what Artifact is and how they're executing. And that's just more awareness, more hype, and more FOMO for us here as a community. And it's an excellent way of creating this cycle to feed the community. So I totally understand it. I get when people were pissed because they didn't get access first, right? And that also came through at peak FUD time in our community off of the back of the Monolith 2 misalignment. I'll put it like that. So everybody was happy to be mad about something.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like
now
piling
we
on,
in a good
baby.
place. Yeah, bro. We in a really good place now. And I think the people who are still here, understand why we are still here. And this is just going to give you something else to look forward to stay here as well and continue to let other people know why they should be here as well. So yeah, bro. Shout out to Raspy and Crad. I know Crad came up. What's good, bro? Oh, Crad, I wanted to ask you so many questions about that Chat GPT-4 launch, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I ain't gonna do it yet because I know we be doing this for hours, and I want Compound to go in on that. I want him to get his Sheriff's hat on, and he can get down and break it down for you. So yeah, we talking about our Force Ones and the Nike.Swoosh release tomorrow. So if anyone else has any questions, we can shoot it off. Again, I will be having a sneaker soapbox Twitter space tomorrow to coincide the release, and we can really get into it there. Final Ryan was good.
Yo, so one more thing, and then I'll hop off and I'll continue to listen. But yeah, like this is the thing I think that continues to get kind of like downplayed or just not mentioned. And I think you guys touch a lot on this on Bad Take and like just the potential, right? Everyone talks about the potential of this space. This ain't vaporware, guys. Like this is actually happening. I don't know how else to kind of explain it, right? I think you look at a lot of other Web3 native companies and their promises. Sure, again, like I think a lot of what happened along the way up to this release was just not knowing or just not seeing the bigger picture, right? And I think a lot of times in Web3, we talk, our kind of like time frame is so short, right? And I just don't think, and I don't believe that Nike is taking this much effort. One, especially with the relationship with Artifact, and two, this rollout and how thoughtful they're being. That this is just some throwaway project. Like if you look at any of the news releases that were shared today, right? Um, for lack of a better term, they show you their roadmap and their utility. And it's all of these things that everyone else keeps talking about, right? You're going to literally be able to wear your Nike virtual creations in video games. The 3D files are available. Thanks in no small part to the relationship and the understanding of how that works with Artifact. Like guys, these aren't like pipe dreams. This is actually becoming the reality. And I think, like Dre, like you said, I feel like it's gonna be a snowball effect from there, and we're really just at the very beginning. But yeah, just wanted to share that, and I'm really excited for what's next.
Man, you and I both, bro. If you can jump into Spaces tomorrow, come through, man. Because they
Oh, for
usually,
sure. I'm definitely gonna try to hop on.
ooh,
Yeah,
they be
sure.
extra spicy vibes. But no, it's gonna be a great time. And I feel like I know that you and I share the same passion, right? Because we always get into these conversations and we just go off and start sailing with it. Because I feel the same way. Like what we were always looking for to happen, it's happening right now. Like everything we were hyped for and was like, yo, what if they do this? They can take it here. We can make our own shoes. They're gonna have a secondary market. We can create what we want. We can get some royalties off of that. It could be crazy. It's happening right now. So don't sleep on this. And that's why I keep talking about it. And I know sometimes I can go overboard, but that's where I live because this is next level legendary stuff, and I don't want people to look back and was like, "Damn, I was there, but I slept on it." Like, do not sleep on this. Baron, what's good?
I mean, I feel like that Ryan said exactly what I was saying when I kicked off the Spaces. Like, I feel like everything that I was hoping to get out of Artifact is exactly what's going on right now. Like, we're fucking it's just the tip, full pause.
Pregnant pause, just the tip for real. Like, and this is, I think, the things that we don't even know truly to be 100% hyped for haven't even happened yet, right? We just know very little, and we already like, yo, this is crazy. Like, wait until they really unroll the red carpet and get the ideas up in the air, and we're living through it at that time. So I always preach to stay in the present moment, taking one step at a time, and that's what I'm looking to do. But man, this is great stuff. This is amazing times. I sent out an invite. I said this earlier, right? I wasn't in a space that I created. I was in Ryan's space, the community Swoosh.Nike space, and the homegirl Jasmine was in the crowd, and the homegirl, the guy who actually won the competition to create the spaces was in the crowd as well. And I was like, yo, invite him up. Let's get him to talk. Because that's what I do when I'm in the spaces in Bad Take. I always send out an invite to shoot and see who will come up. And when we got Dichotomy.Swoosh up here, I want to give this man some time to actually speak or give us whatever he want to give us, speak his mind, right? We have a firm rule here at Bad Take where we don't ask alpha questions, but you can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. So with that being said, my guy, if you want to fire it off, welcome to Bad Take. We're here to listen to whatever you got to say.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for having me up, Dre. Super stoked to be here with everybody. First things first, Dre, I got to call you out for real, in a good way. Earlier in a space, I know you definitely fired some shots saying that our team is not D-Gens. We're a little intimidated about this stuff. And I just want to set the table straight that I'm a D-Gen. You can ask a couple of people out there that I've been around this for a minute. I've definitely done Twitter spaces and stuff. But as you can imagine, right, like we're very conscious about where we need to play our lanes. And I've been a part of so many NFT projects.
One Canadian dot swoosh.
Dude, you just said no alpha questions.
Don't let Kuro interrupt you, man.
Yeah,
Kuro,
man.
I'm gonna mute your mic. Keep going, Dichotomy, man. Don't let this man do this to you.
No, it's all good.
What happened? You good? We good? Dichotomy, you back?
Yeah, I'm
baby,
back.
don't leave me. Baby, don't leave me like that. Don't leave me here like that.
I'm good. I think everybody got muted. Where I was going is I've been in this space long enough to appreciate when the community just does their own thing, right? Like you don't always want mom and dad around. So a lot of spaces you'll see me just come and like listen and chill out just to hear the feedback and hear the conversation. Because we don't, me personally, like we don't want to dominate it. Like we want y'all to do your thing. So I think Final Ryan, Jack, and Dennis, I think I've been at every community space they've had. And I'll continue to try to prioritize every single one of those. You'll see us, you'll see me, you'll see the team like lurking. We know that's not like our spot to always come up and have things to say. There will be moments where we do that, but first things first, man. We just love being a part of the community. We love listening. We love hearing the speculation, as Luke said. We love hearing the feedback. If I would say that there's one thing that I'm proud of so far, and hopefully continue to be proud of, is like our team listens. Like we're trying to get out here, we're trying to be a part of this, we're trying to really really understand like what matters to people that are one deep in web3, but also people that this is brand new for. I'm assuming everybody on this conversation's been here for a minute, so like the lives that we're living in this space feels normal. So trying to find that right balance of like taking the feedback that we hear here, taking the feedback that we hear from like our traditional sneaker culture, what other people are doing, what people expect from Nike, what people expect from brands. So all in all, man, I'm glad to be here. Dre, just get me off your I'm scared list. I promise you that's not me, man.
Let me clear it up. Like I know there are certain people here within the space who are degens, right? I see Jasmine out there for NFT NYC with the D guys doing her thing. Like I saw the tattoo that she got, bro. I know that is real, right? And I actually showed up to the bait in store that you guys had. I sat down and made it a point to intentionally speak to every member a part of your team, kind of doing like a recon to see what was going on. So I know the degens are sprinkled into the system, right? I just meant to say that um, it's more than just that you guys are more than just degens. Not that you are not degens, but you are more than just a degen team. Like it's a well balanced equation, right? Speaking to Isaiah, I know he didn't really know much about it, but he was diving into it full fledged to learn and get more information from people like you and Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? I know
I know.
Lush was
I
learning.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, bro, if there's one thing I do is pay attention to the details. So no, I appreciate you because the information that you guys have and the knowledge that you carry is what make this project so dope in the first place. Because us being degens, we dealt with the Web2 companies who've jumped in here trying to create a wave, trying to create a way and a path, and it was inauthentic to everything that we already knew. So the fact that you guys are even carried it out to this point this well is kudos to y'all. We appreciate you guys coming through with this authenticity that's much missed a lot in this sector. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I think it's a blessing to be for real about like our whole team. We have that mix. Like we have people that have been in this space for a while. We have people that are newer. And to be quite honest, it's the biggest blessing because if you do things that are too Web3 centric right now, you're going to be off-putting to a lot of new people. I guarantee it. You're going to do things that are complex. You're going to do things that are too technical. You're gonna do wild stuff that's not gonna be accessible and inclusive for a large community of people. And I think we have the right tension of people that like know sneaker culture, know Nike, that know Web3, and it's a really good balance. Um, I'm sure many of you have seen like even like Luch on some of his sneakers live. Luch got you. If you follow him on Twitter, like Luch has been like super upfront since day one. Like, yo, this space is new to me. We're figuring this out. We're learning. And he's dead serious about that, and I love him to death for that honesty. But it's a perfect like checks and balances across our team, which hopefully the way that everyone's seeing it is we're showing up authentically and doing our best to do what's right for the community.
100%. You guys are killing it, man, for real. Like it's I definitely understand that standpoint of having to have the balance. Like here with CloneX LA and the things that we've done in IRL events. I say this all the time. It's not even necessarily like we're in Web3, we're in Web 2.5. And that's the business that we're here to do, is to bring more people into Web 2.5 with us, to usher them safely, carefully understandably, so we don't bombard them with way too much information to intimidate them and be like, yo, fuck this shit, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to pull a rug. We've all been a part of it. So thank you for that. We appreciate the balance. It's always needed when doing something new like this in the sector. So I'm gonna go to the hands. I'm gonna go to my guy, Taiwan Swag. Tommy, was cracker lacking? What's good?
Not
What's
much.
good?
I
What's
just
good?
want to say what's up to Smack because we talked a while back at Nike Leadership Social at their new office.
Yeah, we did. In LA,
Yeah, that was a while ago.
I had the chance to come and do an event with it was like a DEI group where they were looking at like onboarding potential like new people to come and that are interested in Nike. And me and you got to sit and talk for a little
I
bit.
know they're trying to hire
Uh,
me to MBS. I'm like,
yeah, I canceled that real quick. I told him not to after that
Oh,
meeting.
come on.
No, I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. But it's good. It's
Don't, because
good.
this
It's
is
good
not
to see
recorded, right?
how far it came and stuff. It's cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
I
what's up.
appreciate you. Yeah, it was great to connect that night, and I know me and you stay connected a little bit. So thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
no problem. But yeah, no, Dre, I'm
Are you?
just saying what's up. That's all. You can give it to the next mic.
Oh no, we appreciate you as always, Tommy. I see you soon, bro. Are you in LA, man? In Dichotomy? Am I supposed to call you Dichotomy every time I want to ask you a question?
You can call Dichotomy. My real name's Seth. I am a real person, but Dichotomy is what I've gone by for the longest time.
Right.
Video games, NFT world. So either one works. I'm
Right.
based in Portland.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. All right, let's go to the homeboy Baron. What's
Yo,
good,
dude,
Baron?
I'm rugged on my end. I can't hear Tommy. It's breaking my heart. I just wanted to thank the clones for teaching Dot Swoosh a lot of the things. I know that Dot Swoosh did a lot for Nike Virtual Studios. The rollout today was legendary. It was really smooth, and like what you guys are doing is, like I was saying before I even knew you were in here, is exactly what I hope to see out of Artifact. And I know that you guys learned a lot from Artifact along the way of like what not to do and what to do, but a lot of what not to do as well, just because they were pushing the limits, and we were going through that, and that was an experience I can look back on now and be more grateful for than in the moment. But I do want to thank you guys for giving shout out to Artifact like you do, because we as clones really do appreciate that. That means a lot to us, and it makes us want to like kind of dive into and lean into the stuff that we're testing, whether it be for you guys or for us. You know what I mean? So thanks for being here.
No, for sure. We appreciate you, Baron. Let's go to Kuro. Kuro, what's good? Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's
You gonna do it?
oh hell yeah, Kira. When is that?
We gonna have that with the guests in the house. That's how we doing. All right, cool. That's cool.
No, I was gonna ask the same question again. There's no point in doing it.
We appreciate that. Rose J, what's up?
I was just gonna say that it's exciting for it all to come about because in my world we talk a lot about like land and expand, and this is the land motion, like on board, get them in. We're all so excited. I think in terms of attracting hardcore fans as well as new folks that are maybe Nike fans, but they didn't sign up for an account before and now they are. Like me, I'll say it. I'll confess, I didn't have a Nike account. I had on the sneakers app and whatnot and got the account because of Dre and Pumpisha. But I wasn't really into it. So I'm kind of one of those newbies that are just tracking closely, excited for what's to come and just to kind of take part of the movement. So just thank you again for all the insight because I think we have been speculating for a while just amongst Bad Take family here, and really cool just to kind of get the full scoop and to celebrate with you all as it approaches.
No, I'm excited about everything that's happening too, man. I don't. It's almost like dream come true type vibes. Like it sounds kind of wild, but it's how fast the sector is moving and the information that we're getting and the artificial intelligence and everything adding to this and just how it's accelerating everything else to move to the next level. Like it's like what a time to be alive for real. Like it's next level. Temington, what's good, bro?
Man, my phone's about to die. But going full circle, I waited like almost an hour, it feels like now, to make the same comment an hour ago that I'm going to make now. But yeah, the release today is super exciting, right? Like the fact that, they hit on 3D files hitting, brand experiences hitting, and virtual shoes that can also be worn in partnering video games. Not game, games with an S. So, I mean, when we talk about what we've been talking about for months and conspiracies and bad take and, like even before we found each other and like what the dream was about, what clones and the whole moving, the way the industry is moving overall. For me personally, utilizing blockchain for authentication and just logistics and tracking everything, right? This is all that happening and rolling out, and we're starting to see that strategy come together. And and being like pretty upfront about it, right? Like there's no trick words in the announcement, or like it was like point blank. This is what we're doing. This is how we're gonna go about it. And and I think there's a comment about collaborations and cross pollination between Artifact and that Switch and Nike Virtual Studio. So again, this is everything that as a community we've been looking to see and watch kind of roll out. And so Dichotomy and Final Ryan and everybody here, just I'm pumped. Like this is what we wanted to see, and I love to see it. And the crazy part, and I keep saying this is only the start. Like this is year one if you think about it for all of this, right? Like we're just the strategy is just now coming together, and we're about to hit execution mode. So this is on point.
Building in the bear, baby. I can't wait to the real life quest hit, man. We can when y'all I don't know how much you were into the Nike Run Club Dichotomy, but when they put up those exclusive Bo Jackson colorways, if you ran certain miles, bro, I hadn't ran in months, and I was out there sweating to get those joints. It's nothing like having the feel of the tokenomics, right? That gamification happen where it's like if I do something in real life, I get a real life achievement award for it. Like that's next level stuff. So that's what I'm excited about the most, man. Like just getting everybody in CloneX LA Fit Club out there hiking, gathering miles together in our CRLs. If people want to mess up their $400 shoes, and if not, cool. But we want to get people out there just to have these real life experiences, because these are the things that you will remember forever. This is what life is about for real. It's just being able to look back at the present moment, ideas that you had and executions, and be like, damn, that was crazy dope when we did this. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we are, man. I don't want to go too deep for the intro. People in bad take know I can talk about this for hours on end. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide it off to the side because I don't want to do that. Plus, I gotta go and finish watching Snowfall with my wife, and I know she's gonna jab me in the throat if I don't do that. So I appreciate you coming up, spending your time here with us tonight, man, speaking on these things, giving us this information, or just sharing your thoughts, period, with us. It means the world to our community to be able to have someone tap in. We are so happy for what you guys are doing, and can't wait to go down this pathway with you for everything that's happening at Swoosh.Nike. So thank you. We appreciate you, man. Have a good one. Thanks for the time, all of the above. And we're not really worried about when Canada's going to get it, so don't stress yourself over that. It's all good.
Oh man, Kurt didn't even chime in. That's
I
I
tried to
know,
trigger him. That's how
like
you
he's
know
not,
he ain't here, man.
because he
That's how
would have
you know.
smiled or come off mute or something.
No, he told you he was tired of complaining about it, and he figured out other methods. I mean, I think that's what clones have learned to do. You know, no complaining is it's going to fall on deaf ears. We got to just trudge forward. And it's not deaf ears. That I would tell you, like that was kind of what I was saying. The dichotomy is like I feel like the Artifact team hearing us. I feel like what dichotomy is like putting out of them, giving shout out to the founders that we love, the team that works with them. You know, Cass and the people that are in here with the trench, what I call the trenches every day. because it feels like them sometimes, and it's that's what this thing's all about to me. Is that people are getting the fulfillment on not just like I want to see the whole thing work, you know what I mean? And today was completely that, you know. It's like holy cow, and I know it's just I think it's just the tip.
Keep going back to the tip, man.
It's always the tip, Baron. Oh man.
That's all I got, man. I don't have no more tips for Baron, bro. I gotta do some other things. I wish Crad and them was still here. We can go into this Chat GPT talk, man, because I was waiting for them to come in with that. So we can ping them back in here.
Dude, I feel like it goes into silence at the worst times. Like I literally could not unmute right there. Like that, I was ready to start talking, and then it went silent right when I couldn't unmute. So I just wanted to, Kiro, I really apologize. I removed your thing from the top. And I don't want to go fully back into the topic, but I did post kind of a visual update for the topic we were talking about earlier, guys. The well that's blur farming, showing where he's got 118 clones for sale at 3.19 ETH. So he set a sell wall of 118 clones at 3.19. And then he has a 555 ETH bid wall at 2.5 ETH. So his strategy is hoping that people are capitulating into his 2.5 bid wall or 2.5 ETH bid, up Ether bid, and flipping around and raising his sell wall. So if you can check at the top, you can kind of see a visual of what we were looking at and talking about earlier, just so that you can reference how he's not only farming blur points, but kind of manipulating and maybe causing fear and hoping you sell into his 2.5 ETH bid. But yeah, it's in the comments. I pinned it at the top. But then I let Trey take over because that's his shit is the sneakers, and I got to eat some dinner and listen. And Dichotomy, thank you for coming through, man, and educating us on everything. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks again for having me up. I'll hop back down and sit around and listen for a little bit. I'll keep swinging through Bad Take. I've been here a few times, lurking in the corner. Like Dre said, I've been super scared to be on Spaces, but you guys have pulled it out of me. I got a little more confidence after doing tonight. So I'll be sure to hop back up. As always, I mean, you can catch me on Twitter, hit me in the DMs and stuff. Keep us honest, keep the feedback coming. And just again, appreciate y'all for having these type of spaces and just bringing the community together. They're my favorite thing about being in this space. It's a little different now, obviously, being on the side of a project that's launching. But I really, really, really look forward to these. So thanks again, Compound and Dre, Kuro, if you're here. I don't know, but anyway, glad to be up. I'll hop back down.
Who? I don't.
Kuro. So,
hey, Dichotomy, if you're gonna be in LA sometime soon, we would love to be able to sit back and do a CloneX LA Bad Take event where we can just spread some information to the people to get more awareness built up for the community. If so, but that's just something I'm shooting up in the air like the bat signal. We can see if we get some response from it, because I know how things work on that side.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, like a bunch of our teams in LA, like we're based New York, Portland, LA. If I swing through LA, I'll be sure to DM y'all. We'll try to figure something out.
For sure. We appreciate you, man.
Bro, what else is going on in the market, guys? Come on up with some questions. Come tell us what you've learned. Come tell us some questions you might have. I probably won't be able to answer them. Kiro will probably be able to answer them. We'll put them all on Kiro.
Well, did any specific happen?
Let's figure out a way for me to get a cheap clone again.
Yo, so here's another thing, and God, you're gonna get me down another rabbit hole. But it's just something I've been like looking into this all weekend, so it's fresh in my mind. But if you guys have noticed the difference between like the Murakami floor and the floor has gotten thinner, and demons and angels are practically on the floor, right? Because of this farming and these kind of artificial walls, it's causing these mid rares and rare clones to push towards the liquidity, which is at 2.5 ETH currently, the top bid. So you're seeing a lot of opportunities. Like if you wanted to grab an angel, or if you wanted to grab a Murakami drip. A lot of people in our community have already done that. Like over the last couple of months, we've been kind of trying to snipe decent clones, but this is the opportunity where you're seeing people who have held clones for a year. The clone I bought, the Yugi I bought, the guy held it for a year, right? He didn't move it, didn't touch it, anything. He sold it once a day ago, and then I bought it from that guy. But the previous owner must have popped back in on Twitter, seen where the floor is at, seen all this kind of like FUD with the floor going down, and just listed it up for sale. He held it for a year, and then you're going to sell at 2.5 the bottom. Like, but what I'm saying is that these kind of actions and this kind of like um, artificial push of the floor down can cause people like that to capitulate like some really good clones. So if you are looking to upgrade a trait, or you see a trait that you like this is a time to kind of keep your eyes open to maybe pull an upgrade move. It's like kind of what I've done. I
Unless
upgraded
you
one
want
clone
an
to an
angel,
angel.
because they're all bought. They're gone.
Oh, well, there was a guy in Discord. He's selling 30 clones, bro, and I bought one from him actually.
Dude, you guys
He had 30.
pillage their angels.
He had 15 of his freaking clones were angels, bro. He was an angel maxi.
Was he?
And then there was a new angel maxi that came out of nowhere and just bought them all up off the floor. Like the angel floor was pretty low just recently.
I know.
But yeah,
$299, like 3 days ago.
yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is right now. Okay, here's what I'm saying, and this is not financial advice, but if you were trying to get mid tiers or Murakami drips, Blur has allowed you the opportunity and the pressure for liquidity to get those things right above the floor, right? Because it's driving everybody down towards the floor to hopefully get somebody to buy something that they're offloading because they're panicking, or they have fear because of what's happening in the market. And because there's no liquidity up top, all the liquidity is at the bottom blur bids, and so it's a good time to capitalize it. If you're in the bull market, you were like, man, I wish I could have had a drip, or I could have had a angel. Like, this is the time, man. I wanted a Yugi, bro. And that's why I scored a Yugi. Now I'm Cram's brother. Yugi, bro. Now we're Yugi bros.
Yugis are the freaking top, bro. Yugis are grail.
Yo, Jerry, I just saw your old clone. So okay, and this is what I'm saying is Nomics's group, whether you like or dislike him, and if you read his information, just keep it like an unbiased opinion, just take the data points as is. Somebody just two or three more people in the group just picked up clones, and one of them was your old Yugi, the one that Jace sold last night, bro.
No, I think
he sold
it wasn't. No, Jace weaked it into that whales, whatever you want to call this guy that's manipulating the floor. He weaked it into that guy's wallet, so he actually immediately relisted it at his listing wall. That was a different clone with like a purple dress, and so it looks very similar though. I had
oh
double
my
check
god!
both
Wait,
times.
so yours had a blue one or a purple dress?
Yeah, blue. That one's purple.
Has a purple collar.
Yeah. But no, dude,
I was all excited, bro.
I know.
I was like, "That Jerry's on the move, baby!
Moving, baby, dude."
Jerry's
That thing. If you look at the history on that clone, that Yugi, bro, it was getting freaking pumped from 8 ETH all the way down, bro. Watch traded from Machi and Franklin and whoever was doing it back in season 1. It was getting freaking wrecked until I scooped it and held it. Dude, it was getting traded every hour, bro. Like it was on the floor.
Franklin's out of the game.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Machi very active on the farming. He stopped farming.
I know, man.
Because he got dumped on a lot. It's risky, bro. Like,
yeah, but these people
one
are
whale
more
just came out of nowhere.
bro. They're more sophisticated.
Yeah, Compound. It looks like that wallet's number 5, ranked number 5 in Blur farming right now.
Rank number 5.
Yep.
So, did you look at the two wallets together and the amount of beans he has? He's a
He's
number
got
2
multiple
bean holder.
wallets, dude. He's probably ranked like 3
Yeah,
of the top 10.
I couldn't find his ranking on the other wallet, but definitely the wallet that's been trading the clones is number 5 in the position ranking for Blur.
Yeah,
he just
that's
lists
just
on
one
his other wallet.
bro.
He
That's
just lists
one of his wallets.
He has
wallets.
two main wallets. I sent him in the chat, Jerry. It's above.
No, I saw him.
He has there's two main wallets, and one of them he just lists from. The other one he does put bids on. He's got 555 ETH on it that he has in the pool for bids. So he's got more points on that wallet because he's winning bid and listing points
Right.
from Blur. But
No, this stuff gets me jacked
yeah,
up,
man.
dude. Because I've been watching Blur for months, right? Like literally been since I bought my first clone. I bought my first clone off of Blur, that Yugi off of Blur, right? And then I was just kind of watching everything unfold, man. Like, and then with Nomix's breakdown, it just connected so many dots, dude. Like, light bulbs went off in my head like crazy. So this stuff is like super fascinating, but like it's a huge, we need to like raise the flag up. Like, guys, don't freaking be scared. Don't be looking at this as the indicator of what's happening in the market, what's happening in the project. It's not, man. It's not. So as many people are not in here, that aren't hearing this information and understanding what's going on, they're blindly listing and we think they're freaking nice, awesome clones that they haven't touched or moved since they minted them. Literally in the last 7 days, I have seen so many clones in the lowest 100 that have never been listed before, or no, they've never traded, right? Like they moved from the mint wallet to the vault. And people in the last 7 days, I'm telling you, they have been throwing these things down at the floor, man. And it sucks for them because they're literally almost like, we got to be close to the bottom, right? How much further can we go? And they're literally capitulating right at the bottom, dude. And then these people come in and they just freaking just hack them. So it's super sad. So
Yep.
let's spread the word. This is more than just everything that's going on. Like all that stuff kind of dissipated. Everybody that was pissed kind of left, and then it was like all of us left, and then it was the people who had been here for a long time, and then they just kind of got like, what the heck's going on? I'm getting scared. I don't want it to go down more. I'm just gonna sell. So. But yeah, the
Yep.
information now,
There's
so you have the window of opportunity to, like Compound said, right, to be kind of sniping and looking and searching for what you want, right? So I didn't do that. Maybe I should do that. No, actually, I really like this clone. I kind of fell in love with it for 2 months. Had to let it go because the seller was kind of difficult to deal with. But yeah, it was a long time coming. But no, man, I just keep going, guys. Like everybody, whether you upgraded 3 months ago, like, or you're upgrading now, like, weave it and then get it 0.8 more to get the clone that you really love. I mean, it's a great opportunity, right? So, yeah, man, it's a great, like Chase has been on the maximum program, bro. So freaking love Jace, dude. He's like has his clone, his roster, then he starts, upgrading his roster, then he sells his roster, and then he buys back in. It's awesome. So, Baron, what's your plan, man? What are you up to, man? I know you're like, are you down to just one clone now?
No,
Or
I
you...
was just wondering, like, what's a guy to do when he's got all his money in shoes?
Yeah, I know, man. I talked to
bro.
Compound about that last night, man.
I'm not do. Here's what a guy's to do. He's to do nothing, man. He just will go to work, make some more money, and then maybe I'll buy more other clone. But I'm not doing anything with these shoes other than
go, baby.
forging them up.
Let's go,
breaking
baby.
out the freaking irons for Forge Day, baby.
Let's
Yeah.
freaking go, baby.
I didn't.
love that. I love that. Love that conviction.
Despite Jerry telling me to sell my shoes, I didn't sell my
Dude,
shoes.
no.
I kept my Animus, my EXO, and I kept all my Murakami Drip Air Force Ones.
What did you sell?
Jerry tried to get me to dump them.
Hold on, Mr. Sidequest. You were like,
Wait, hold
oh,
on.
man.
Cass had his hand up though. Cass,
go ahead.
what's up, bro? Yeah, this.
No, Cass want to know what you sold too. He wants to know what you sold too.
I was gonna ask just like it was kind of on the topic that you guys were talking about, but I mean, I personally don't care because I think the value of an NFT doesn't really matter how many times it's traded hands. It's just about like the value that you perceive. But have heard some like conversations about like Blur farming or other people seeing a bunch of like NFTs that have been traded often that they just don't want those ones versus ones that have been like vaulted. I'm just curious what you guys think. Yeah,
Bro,
that's not.
It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool to see like my Animus eggs and it says minted in my wallet right there. Like that's cool to see. And it's interesting to see clones that have like I've seen Grail clones that have never moved from the mint wallet, and like it's pretty cool, but it doesn't really change the value. But yeah, I have heard people say the perception of it is different. Like, nope, I want something that has only moved once, or I want something that nobody's ever PFP'd, or I want something that's I've heard that a lot too. So I don't care.
Don't you think that'll change, like, assuming the bull market returns and things start picking up? I don't think people are going to care about that because I feel like a lot of people are going to understand what was going on with Blur. No, or is that
No,
just me? That's
people
like
are not going to understand what's
No,
going on with Blur.
high end. No, the high end collectors that are gonna pay like 100 ETH for a clone are not gonna want something that's been gangbanged. To be honest, by Blur farmers, it's like it's a real turn off.
damn it. Then I got one that's been seriously gangbanged, but he's a robot. So does that even matter? I don't.
I don't know. It all
Depends
depends
on what
on
you're
who you
into.
think your exit liquidity is gonna be on that clone, right? Like, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, you might be right with the Murakami DNAs and like maybe the aliens. That could be true, especially if it's a collector, right? Like you said, not somebody who's really cares about the money or I mean, they do care about the aesthetic of the clone, right? That's why they're collecting it, but they're not planning on doing anything with it, like as far as selling it or whatever. So they want it because it's maybe has been less trafficked, if we want to call it that.
Yeah, that's why my clone is never leaving.
Yeah.
It's staying right where it is. It was a lucky mint, and it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah. That being said, I think in the euphoria of a bull run, it doesn't matter. Like honestly, I think that was maybe overvalued. And of course for high end pieces, there's some value in the provenance of the first owner and being the second owner, etc., right? Just like with really rare or classic cars. Those cars have a story, they have a history. They were owned by this person, they were owned by this person, then I bought it, right? So I don't know that because of the I always screw up this word, but the anonymity of a Web3, like people not doxing fully and showing that they own it, that I don't know how much that will affect it. But yeah, I don't see that being an issue, man. I mean, we're gonna be swapping it to, connect it to sites or delegate it out. I don't know. I feel like it's just not gonna matter at the end of the day. So for the majority, let's just say the 90%, in my opinion.
I'm gonna have to find a way to erase the sordid past of my robot and potentially my other human. Give them new identities, then new stories, move them to a new country. I don't know, man.
yeah, bro. It's you could add it to the lore, bro.
Yo, here's a question. Damn, man, I just had a question that's up in my mind. What were you gonna ask before, Cass?
If you liked your angels to be passed around. No, I can't even follow through with that.
Dude,
No. No, you guys this is why I gotta leave these spaces, because there's liability to say silly things.
I mean, it's just like common, I feel like, knowledge that, something that's touched less is worth more. You know what I mean? To me, it's just like, I mean, I understand the logic, like, like a max bull, like where people are just buying whatever they can get their hands on, or, at these prices, it won't matter. But ultimately, like, for the rare clones that you're getting at this price, like, I mean, the thing is then you got to ask yourself, how many times are rares really flipping around in the gutter right now? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Will it matter? I mean, someday it might be cool to say, yeah, I picked this thing up in the Blur like massacre, that almost destroyed the NFT market. Who knows?
Now I'm gonna check how many times this clone has moved.
I'm a Blur massacre survivor.
Yeah, I was here for it.
So I'm the third holder of this clone because one guy bought it before me and threw 0.15 on it, and then
like within 3 days, bro. So like the original minter had it 3 days ago, and you bought it last night. I mean, that's how much it's been shifted. Yeah. So
Yeah, but that's awesome though, because he got a deal. Somebody capitulated that didn't really want that clone, so.
Well, or they just didn't understand what was happening, and they got emotional, or maybe they had a tax liability, or maybe they had a family emergency. Like we don't really know, right? But
Well,
for the most part, people are just not aware of what's going on with Blur and how 300 or 500 tokens are literally causing a deception with the status of the project. So
I bought a suspicious NFT in this Blur bullshit. Like, I'm down bad. So like when we up, I'm gonna tell people I've been in the trenches. and you wouldn't understand. And even then, I won't even be able to sell. I'm in this shit forever.
Well, I bought a blonde angel clone and my wife's brunette, so that's not a really good issue either.
Does she know about it, or?
Yeah, I gave it to her and she's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Isn't she hot?" And then it didn't go over well. Like no part of it went over well.
Did you get it? Did you get it printed, bro? Hang it up
None
in
of
the
this,
office.
not one part of the story is true. You guys think I'm that stupid? Come on.
No, I didn't think it was true, bro.
I thought it was
I was just
true.
trying to push it to the next extreme.
God, we should, sometimes Baron can have some humor, guys.
It was funny, but I thought it was true. Sometimes,
Well,
smartest people got it. Look, the smartest people do the dumbest shit sometimes because you got to be dumb to explore, to find something smart, if that makes sense, to explore outside the
yeah, that
box.
makes sense. Trust me. That really resonates
Yo,
with me. Yo, but I'm staring at this blondie right here and she is looking good. And I'm like, oh my God, but then what is my wife going to say? Like, there's no way that I can get her.
Just be
you
like,
guys,
just the Barbie movies coming out, and you probably played with Barbies when you were a kid, and yeah,
you
that's it.
know, my toxic trait. My toxic trait is looking at clones and slowly moving down away from the floor when I should be buying on the floor so I can actually get in profit quickly. But last night with TJ and Jace on the phone, I forced myself to stay on the floor. And I think Baron practiced that one, bro, because you be buying some really nice
I can't.
clones.
Doesn't like what you said just resonates with me. I just always scroll. I like see the price and I scroll down. My finger just
0.4 more.
rubs the
Oh, it's only
mouse.
0.5 more.
Oh, here
Yo,
we
I get
are.
every time.
I heard this fire quote. I saw it on Twitter a while ago, and it was like, "Floors are for sweeping, and ceilings are for fans."
Yo, that's a Deez's
Or
pin post. I think it's Deez's pin post. Yo, I've already got an offer on the clone for what I bought it for, so that's nice when you buy floors. Is what like it literally just takes a small pump and you're at least breaking even with offers.
Probably from that
are you gonna
guy.
accept it?
Yeah.
It's the same cat.
He wants the fire clone, dude, for
Give
his
it
grail
give it
wallet.
back to me.
Is this
the original owner? Yeah, could be that too.
so this is the time I want to do like a 5-10 minute apology to everybody because I capitulated and decided that having just like a small few channel with a voice chat Discord would actually be a powerful tool for us. After talking about Discord mongrels for months, I figured actually having a bad take Discord where we have voice chat with share the screen, anybody can kind of talk. We have one channel in there and we have another channel called onboarding, and then another channel for like crew. It's like for all of us, like people who come in consistently can get the crew role and be in that channel, and we'll have like a general channel. And I don't know, we've been talking about doing an onboarding thing with Rose, right, and Jerry, and I know they're working on some lists to onboard, but we're full on the Twitter chats, right? So instead of making another Twitter chat with zero utility, like you can't have a voice chat, you can't even tag like or reply to a comment. I'd almost prefer to add a little bit of utility to our chat and do this Discord. So kind of want to talk about that for like 5 minutes, see what you guys
Bro, when pod though?
when pod, when
Yeah,
Discord.
like when the like just having a bad take hangout pod, with
Dude,
resources on the wall and
Almost
yeah, I
ready.
know.
dude, it's in
Jerry.
the works. I know it's in the works.
Of course, Rose is on it probably, dude.
Of
She's
course.
probably got like freaking 900% there already.
Oh,
I'm
had it
down
ready
to.
for 3 months already, Jerry. Maybe think ahead. I've already did it.
Yeah, well, I'm
Brothers.
just saying instead of a voice chat room, like why don't we just load up our clones? Like that empowers the community to have their VRMs ready, loaded. Sorry, I was just being a little tongue
No,
in cheek, but I'm being serious about like why don't we just move it into the pods for voice chat, and then we still need a bigger server for text based stuff, but if it's any kind of audio stuff, man, let's I don't know, maybe the cell phone, the mobile support is limiting that. I'm
yeah,
trying
it
to think
is.
of why that doesn't work, but But yeah, it would
It's
be
good
great to
for
get
like
take that.
presentations once in a while, but like to hop in a Discord, like Discord, I'm looking forward to like hopping and playing some games with Demi, streaming and shit, and just hanging out. Like the other day when Spaces went down and um, Compound put up a Google Meet. I thought that was a joke at first, and we joined it, and Kuro was in the Compound. That's when Kaz hopped in, and it was jokes as fuck because like you see people's faces and stuff, and it's way harder to interrupt someone because you actually know when they're about to speak. And also, you know when someone's about to tell a joke because I saw Compound going right to the to the camera, and I knew a joke was gonna come. So it's just a next level of interaction, which is dope.
I'm not against. Yeah, no, I knew when Deep was bullshitting too, so now I know his poker face. Um, no, I'm not against the pod, but yeah, it's more so just to extend the chat we have on Twitter to something bigger that can hold more people, and then also on your phone you could quickly jump in a voice chat. Like there's been so many times when I just need to talk to Dre or talk to you, Jerry, or someone in the chat, and I have to be like, I don't want to start a space for 3 people, but I also need to not. My thumbs are falling off, bro. My fucking thumbs hurt. Okay, have you guys ever had pain in your thumb?
Yes.
Okay, like I'm gonna have arthritis in 20 years because I've been texting on Twitter so much. Like you want the real answer why I need to do this? I need some more voice chat is because my thumbs hurt. And if you say your thumbs don't hurt, then you ain't fucking in the trenches with Jerry right now. You ain't in the trenches with Baron. I'm just playing. I love you all.
Yo, so is this channel in the Artifact server, or is it like a bad take server?
No, I'm working on a server right now. I made it. It's super simple, and I've been just kind of I'm DM back and forth with Cass and gonna talk with MLM or what's his name, MLM, right? He builds servers just to kind of make it. But I really want it simple, bro. Like only like a couple channels, a voice channel, just so that it doesn't seem chaotic and it almost feels just like a simple chat as well. And then I have a few roles, right? Um, like a crew role, right? So it's for the bad take crew that we'll all have crew role, and then like a host role, and then there's an onboarding channel there, and
We need
um,
some stickers, some bad take stickers too.
oh,
Uh,
bro, we need the hand. Who knows who's the sticker plug? It's Zeus, bro. Zeus, Zeus.
we
Yeah,
need
we
a
need to,
compound.
security is a big thing with Discord as well, right? So don't go slack on that because, I mean, it would be great if we could actually just, kind of have a little space inside of the artifact. That'd be ideal, right? Because then we can kind of piggyback on their security and their onboarding and not get botted or freaking have some scammers come in and like wreck us. But yeah, just be careful with that, man. I think take the time to invest in security. Like Discord is not set up for security. Like it's not a security focused app at all. So it's
Well,
literally like a gamer's
you
app.
can join the bad take Discord, and you don't have to connect your wallet or verify anything on the blockchain. I mean, security is an issue when you're having to connect wallets and maybe do giveaways, verify tokens and stuff, but
Linked.
there's no
Well, no,
token to verify.
your credentials get compromised, and then the admin comes in and has a flash something that creates some sort of excitement and hey, check out this guy's wallet on Blur. Like you send the link to the wallet and it's a freaking redirect and it's bad. You know what I mean? So it's not even that. I'm not saying connect wallets, but there's still people posting links and getting their credentials hijacked. So just be mindful of that, man. Take it extra seriously. Like that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, don't post fucking links in chats, you guys. How about that?
I mean, there's somebody
It's the
who
number
has
one
it,
rule.
like Quit. I think Quit's a Discord security. I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong guy, but
I
yeah,
was I,
somebody is.
I was having a discussion with Compound about this, but don't worry. Like once he gets it running, I'll just hack the fuck out of it every time and teach him a lesson. But yeah, no, I'm joking.
Just don't go to just the tip.xyz. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I'm just gonna boot anybody who drops a link. It's the same thing as a Twitter chat. Like don't click links. Like we don't even allow like stupid links inside of the regular chat as well. What's up, Cram?
Yo, really quick, heard you guys talking about Discord security. Reach out to Blockchain Ninja. Man. Blockchain Ninja, he actually does Discord security. He actually does audits and everything like that. And I think he'll hook you up because, I mean, we've kind of known him for a bit. So I would definitely use him as a resource unless you have any others.
No, I'll definitely hit him up. I love Bricked Up. That's my boy. Kaz keeps putting his hand up and back down. It must be Cram answering all Kaz's questions for him. Thank you, Cram.
No,
Nah,
he's just scratching his forehead with back of his hand because with that
try to
eyebrow.
slap you for interrupting me every time I try to talk. Where is I was gonna say where's Singularity? Because I swear somebody took over for him tonight. No, I was gonna say Compound. Like I had said to you in DMs, I think as soon as you start like showing people, there's always going to be somebody who kind of provides like the next steps or what can also help out. And I think like the Murakami Flowers Discord was a good example because I know they were pretty much community organized and just always same kind of concepts that Jerry was saying, stay safe first and then, worry about adding the cool stuff later on. But, the Artifact Discord will have spaces like voice chat if you guys need it as well. So I think it's good to have both options. There's definitely value in having outside discords that are not necessarily tied to just like the main projects because you can do more things, connect more freely and stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean it would be cool. Like I go into the Artifact voice chat. We were in it the other day, and then even just a channel would be cool. But honestly, you're really limited on the roles and the functions that you can do when you're tied into someone else, like a Discord like that. But if you have at least your own, you really have that kind of freedom, like Cass just said as well. So, and the voice chat on Artifact disappeared. Like I tried to use it today, which kind of prompted this. Like I can't find the voice chat on the Artifact Discord, and I was like, well, shit. Now what do I do? I guess I better fucking start working on my own.
Yeah, it's gonna be changed to Spaces voice chat. So just some updates coming. Trying to bring things up to date.
Oh, I love that. I see the event on the Discord right now. I see Bad Take. I appreciate you. I love that. Who had their hand up first? Arcanic? What's up,
Yo,
bro?
what's up, guys? I'm actually up here. I just hopped in like maybe 3-4 minutes ago. I was just like scrolling through my timeline, and I just saw like this Twitter space full of like CloneX holders. So I just wanted to say what's up. It kind of like took me by surprise. I wasn't. It was just like a small like tiny group of you guys just like chilling. So I just wanted to come and just say what's up and just show respect. I know it's a little bit off topic, but I know you guys were talking about Discord security. Can't stress that enough. Obviously, it's you got to definitely take all the precautions to avoid losing your assets or getting servers that you're in hacked into, especially if you're like a community manager or mod. Extremely, extremely important. I would say just as important as having a ledger for your assets, but you know what I mean. Safety is number one. But yeah, dude, in general, just hope you guys are all having a fucking great night, man. Just wanted to say what's up.
What up, bro? We've had a really good night actually. Welcome through. What's our boy Ilan on stage, our resident Azuki clone
Hi, Jen.
ambassador.
What's up, Dylan?
And you're welcome here anytime, bro. This is not a clone space. It's just the fact that clones support the shit out of other community members and community like engagements and shit, dude. And so we roll deep together wherever we go. Like anytime a clone space fires up, we roll deep. Yeah, actually, we were talking earlier, and see the pin post up here. Well, I'm gonna go to the hands. The second one from the first one, there we identified a couple wallets that were kind of manipulating the beans floor and the clone floor, right? So he's got 300 plus beans that he's using to try to manipulate the bean floor and snag cheap beans, and he's doing it to the clones as well. Might be kind of cool deep dive to look into since you're part of the beans community, and maybe you can start spreading education that way while we work on spreading the education this way. And just to kind of keep people aware. So their whole goal, right, is to not only farm blur points, but essentially kind of spread fear with big cell walls, and hopefully people see the cell walls and accept their bids underneath the cell wall, like significantly underneath. With the clone spread, it's like 6.9 or 0.69 ETH. He has a spread. So he's hoping you accept his with wrapped Ethereum bids because he's putting up this big sell wall at 3.19 if you see at the top. So he's doing it to beans though too, man. Go check it out on Blur and just kind of educate your community. Let them know that it's all artificial shit. It's artificial sell walls, and not to panic.
Dude, yeah. Wow. I didn't even know that. That's actually very good to know. I'm going to look into it, bro. I'm going to do some research and find out who this guy is. I mean, definitely seems like manipulation by the way that you just put it.
Yeah, dude.
That's
In
interesting.
a sense, it is right. It's just big wells getting at like a big well getting after it. He's putting up a big sell wall and offering way less, hoping you sell into his fucking wrapped Ethereum. But
Yeah, dude. I just placed some offers on beans this morning, actually. So definitely gotta see what's popping there, bro.
yeah, start buying his beans. Just take away his supply. No, I'm just playing. Deep, bro. What's up, man?
All right. I interrupted Cass because he put his hand down, but make sure in this Discord you clearly outline the rules for bad take and the hands, because the rules keep changing. I can't keep up. I thought hands didn't matter, but now like someone's gonna catch these hands, but I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be next, but yeah.
Bro, is that true, Cass?
Man, I just ignore him anytime he talks at this point. He's like a mini Kuro, but like doesn't make any sense at the end. Like Kuro
Whoa,
eventually
whoa,
gets to his
whoa,
point,
whoa,
but like
whoa. That's
Deep doesn't
racist,
go
first of all.
anywhere.
That's racist, first of all, just because we're both Canadian. That's crazy, bro. That's
Nah,
crazy.
he's kind of right, bro. I took it in. I just didn't want to say anything because, like, I've already been off kilter for the last several days.
Bro, what? How am I copying you? What the fuck? I've been talking shit since
Yo,
I got
I was born before you. I'm the original Toronto man. You
Oh
can't
my
Toronto man
god,
this
Bro, you're
Toronto
not even
man.
in Toronto. I'm literally in
Yo,
Toronto,
listen, man.
downtown
I'm
Toronto.
Canada
always in
space
Like,
Toronto.
again, bro.
Yo, I'm always in Toronto, even when I'm not there, bro.
Bro, you
Don't
were
play
just
with
in New York. You weren't even in Toronto, man. Come in,
Yo, bro,
man,
I was
right
in
now.
Toronto for 6 hours, fucking less than 24 hours ago. So you
I'm in
need to
Toronto
chill out here,
24
bro.
hours a
Yeah,
day.
you're in Toronto, but it's still my city.
Ain't
Like,
shit. You're in Alberta, bro. You're in fucking.
lower jewel.
It doesn't matter.
You're,
I could be in
you're
Timbuktu.
in
It's still my
Alabama
city.
of Canada. Don't even talk right now, right?
Yo, I'm in
You know
the
what, Todd?
Texas
You
of
probably can't even
Canada.
see our district map,
Okay,
right?
you live in Brampton, so you
I
can't even
don't. I
talk to a
don't.
real
I
Toronto man.
don't. I'll send you my address right now. I don't live in Brampton at
You
all.
won't send me your address. Stop
I
capping.
will. I'll send it to you
Okay?
right now. I'll DM
No,
it to
you
you right
won't.
now. I'll
Capping.
DM it to you right
You're
now.
capping. You're capping.
I'm texting it right now.
The
You're
great
capping.
of 2023.
This
I
is the
sent
most
it.
intense Canadian fight I've ever
I
seen.
sent it right now. Come through. Come through.
This guy's capping.
No, I'm not. I sent it.
Let me pull up on you.
Come through then.
Let's see where this is. Okay,
we
let's see.
got hands. You guys can fight on
Okay,
international
okay,
Canadian
okay,
time.
okay,
Yo,
okay.
what's up, Gary?
Yo,
Bro,
what's up, man?
wait. Before you, bro, you
Bro,
gotta say
Dude, you guys are
bro,
apologize.
you
fighting.
live in
You're sending your
Leslieville,
address,
bro.
bro. Come
Bro,
on.
that's
You live in
Toronto.
Leslieville.
Bro,
You bougie.
Oh
bro,
man.
You bougie, baby. You bougie. You live in Leslieville. Chill out, baby. Come
bro,
on.
you lived east
Okay,
of me.
guys, get a room.
Yo.
Just get a room, bro.
Rude boy said, yo, I'm bougie.
Hey, my question is for Cass. The Boring Security founder reached out to a chat group that Rose and I are in, and said that he wanted to explore getting like more of a little bit like of an official partnership in some capacity with Artifact, because they've been using the pod and they want to continue to utilize it, and they want to offer security classes, consistently to all CloneX or Artifact members, like anybody that has an Artifact asset. Do you know who the right person would be to reach out to just even explore that, what that might look like? I mean, they're like pretty much a nonprofit, so they just do free, they do like a lot of free security classes and have a ton of really good resources. But no more clones, dude. No more clones on the timeline getting drained. Wallets getting drained, bro. So
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like everything else where official partnerships are gonna go through a lot more approvals, because that usually comes with like co-branded marketing, resources that are shared, potentially other things like that. but like, you know, community sponsored or community activations, like we can always try to find ways to help out there. So I don't mind just jumping on a call with you guys and seeing what you guys were thinking, and yeah, we'll figure out what we can do.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I mean, yeah, like you said, I think it can be community led. So maybe official partnership was thrown around a little loosely. Community led, but like just project assisted, and like, you know, kind of promoting the event in the Discord or on Twitter or something like that would be like super helpful. We had a really solid, you know, initial crowd, but we want to get as many people through that stuff as possible, because 101 is kind of, you know, I think us being here in this market conditions, like we probably, a lot of it's review, but like 102 is much more sophisticated and kind of advanced, and it would be super beneficial, like reading contracts, understanding how to use Etherscan and mint directly from contract, all that kind of stuff, right? So just like, yeah, just really good weapons in the tool belt for surviving in this wild west jungle.
Love it, fam. Yeah, just hit me up. We'll talk more about it. We'll figure it out.
Awesome. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Yo, I just need to front run deep. So I don't really know what I'm going to say. Oh, we always knew Deep was bougie. Come on now. Guy's got so much time on his hand. He lives a nice life. He always is going out. He's got clones. Like, we knew he lived in a nice spot. But I'm happy for guys like that. You know what I mean? They can share their grace with us, dude. Thanks for being here, Deep. It's an honor to be in your
Thank you.
presence.
Appreciate that. I honestly started from the bottom, like not like Drake's bitch ass who fucking lived on bridal path his whole life in a mansion.
Incorrect, disavowed.
And first of all, I'm a fucking trendsetter, all right? My jokes are stolen every fucking day on the space.
Okay,
Don't
your
ever
jokes
compare me
are
to
mids at
don't
best,
ever
bro.
compare me to someone else.
Let's
'Cause I
check
am
our
myself.
stats. How many views do you have this month, man?
It doesn't
Let's
matter
go
about
through
views, my
this. Let's
boy.
do the
It ain't.
numbers
Match
here.
MVP.
It doesn't
Match
matter
MVP.
Yo,
about
Talking
views, my
here right
boy.
now.
yo,
Bro, I'll go buy 10 phones
I don't
right
like
now,
the
and
way
I'll
that
do
you're
10
talking,
spaces,
bro.
all right?
I don't like the way that you're talking here, man. As a fellow Toronto man, I don't want to have to humble you, bro.
Bro,
Hey,
I'm just
you know,
saying, don't ever compare me to anyone. I'm not even saying you. I'm saying anyone, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna compare you to me, cause you
All
know
right, we started a
I was
war, a
born
great Canadian
first.
war, a
I'm the
civil
original
war.
Toronto man. Okay, let's each take a screenshot and comment in the comments of like the numbers you're putting on the board. Let's confirm or deny this once and for all. Let's go.
Kuro, it's about quality, all right, not quantity.
That's
this is how we
exactly what I'm
bring.
saying. That's exactly what I'm
This
saying.
is how we bring down Canada. We have them start a civil war. We got this, guys. We were taking over Canada next.
Nah,
We
it's
are
a
expanding
subterfuge.
our borders.
This is subterfuge. Stop playing
Bro,
yourself.
Wait, we got Jerry's
Cass,
hand up.
Cass is the one that brought this up. He's the one that's starting the civil war. He's the one that killed Archduke Franz Ferdinand, started World War II or World War I, whatever the fuck it was.
Bro, I compare you to Kuro one time, and then you start calling me Hitler to a degree. Like, come on, man.
I'm not Hitler, the guy that killed Hitler. I mean, the guy that killed Archduke.
Yo, see, I told you, Cass. That's why I'm the better Toronto man. I would never do that.
You're
Dang,
in
that's
Alberta,
crazy.
bro. You're like basically in the worst Alabama.
Bro,
the
do you think
Alabama.
I hang out with people from Alberta, bro? Are you kidding me, bro?
You can't, because you can't even go outside, bro. The weather.
What do you mean I can't go outside? I was outside all day, bro.
Yo, Kuro,
I
you
was
got
outside in my Nike
bro.
fits,
That's why I raised my
walking my
hand.
dog around, going to the grocery store. I went to the
That
bank.
actually sounds pretty fun, to be honest.
Hero, you got me Vegas tickets. Thank you, bro.
I honestly miss my dog, so you're a lucky man.
All right, I'm gonna interrupt in here real quick because I'm jumping off. But let's end this demon on reptile violence. All Canadians are good. All clones are good. And yeah, that's the way we
The real
ended
enemy here is
this
Kaz.
conversation.
Yo, Kaz was playing chess with you guys. Like, he was like, all right, watch what I'm about to do. I'm going to get this started, and I'm going to sit back and let him go. He's playing chess, not
He
checkers.
just market made you guys.
Bro,
This
who
is
hired him as
market.
He just
community
market
manager,
made
bro?
you
This
guys
guy's
into a
breaking up
civil war.
communities.
Yo, you got watch traded, bro. He compared you to the guy that has nothing better to do than engagement terrorize, bro. That's wild.
That was some mighty fine social engineering there, Cass. I appreciate it.
Cass, I fucked up because Cass asked me for his for my clone files, and I gave it to him. And yeah, I'm not looking
Yeah.
forward to this.
He's about to make you a thick old female clone, bro. He done it to me before. No, Igor done it before as well. Yeah, I put the new Discord in the bad take chat, just to kind of get those people to start funneling in there and getting roles set and just kind of work slow. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the public chat yet. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little too soon. I don't want to scare Jerry. But Jerry, what's up, man?
I was just gonna ask Kuro if he's still outside. That was just it was epic, bro.
Yo, I was outside.
I know you
I
were,
was
bro.
outside.
And I wanted to support you. It
Bro,
was like
I
the
had to
theme of
send this
the
one
weekend.
particular guy fucking screenshots of my Uber rides and shit. This guy told me I didn't show up. I don't know what the fuck to say. I'm no longer his friend though. You call me a
Yeah.
fraud if you want, but then I'm just gonna fucking not talk to you ever again.
Oh man, I hope it wasn't Leap. Is that why you're in our space now? Because you're not on seven spaces?
No, I'm done with doing all that, bro. It's not worth my effort. This is the only place that's worth my effort, so that's where
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'd love
put
to
my
hear,
effort.
man. This is where you belong, bro. Welcome home. Like seriously, I know you were on all the stages and co-hosting everywhere, and you got a lot of experience and a lot of exposure back to clones. So that's always going to be good. And they're going to see you in here, and then they're going to come raid our spaces too, right? So that's good.
Nah, we don't want them to come here. We're good.
Jerry's got his hand up. Let's go to Jerry.
Yeah, like I don't know, like this is awesome, but you can unmute and raise your hand, bro. You can keep talking with your hand up.
Oh shit. Yo,
it's epic.
Yo, I'll see.
And that was the joke, by the way. I thought it was funny. I realized no one else did.
I'll see. I know you DM me, and I'm not gonna dox your moves at the play you're trying to make. But if you want to come up and chat about it, let me know.
Moose, is he Canadian too?
No, my man's getting a clone sometime soon, so he knows he's making some moves.
All C's been hanging out.
Oh,
I love that shit. Love that. God, Jerry, you're a clone, man. Get out of here with that thing. You need to step down to a listener or something. Maybe I should. I can't.
No, I can't. No, you deserve.
Clones have a problem, man. They're just too good looking.
We have a vote going on in the Bad Take Discord right now on color scheme for the crew role, the Bad Take crew role. So I don't know what color to go. Shabazz says orange, and Shake is saying green. But I don't know, man. What do you guys think?
I wouldn't know.
Purple.
They're saying orange versus green. Those are both reptile colors.
I like orange.
Here's green.
I like orange too.
So everybody likes orange. I've never met people who like orange.
What's gray color?
Kiro's like, yo, my clone is orange, bro. What are you talking about? Fucking orange clone. Yeah, I love Kiro's clone. That is Kiro, bro. I could never see anybody else with that clone. If anybody else had that clone, I'd flood him purposely. No, I'm just kidding.
Orange
soda. If I was to sell this clone, I'd get a split, Murakami split.
Jake says Baron's trying to provoke me to get on stage.
but I'm still aiming for a Murakami split because I seen that one go for fucking. Yo, I hate being outside of the country because like it doesn't make any sense to put a wallet on your phone. I did put one on for the beans thing, but I got to figure out how to make it so in case they try and transfer my assets off, it transfers it somewhere else. I got to figure out some shit.
Yo,
Compound, do you have your hand up?
Yeah. I think this is pretty fun, dude. We got 7 of us in the Discord, and we're building the Discord together as a community. This is great. As you can tell, I'm
so much more calm than when Jack did it in the Clonespiracies. And I was with him. He's like, oh my God, dude. I love that guy. Fucking, it was a fire drill, though. He's get in there. We got to get in there. Only correspondents can be in there.
Oh no, dude. No, we have other chats, but my thought is like we've we've got a lot of people DMing me about like the different group chats we have for like to onboard
Yeah.
clones or onboard people to bad take, just like this community we're building here for that is like full of a bunch of different communities, and we have a 75 person limit on the fucking chat, man. And I'm like, well, we want to start onboarding, but a chat on Twitter just doesn't have the capabilities to do it properly, like properly organize the onboarding links or properly get the on cyber pod link like ready, like right there pinned inside the chat. So when new people join, they can go check out all these different things that Rose and Jerry got planned. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, it makes total
So that
sense.
should.
Like a lot that chat really migrated to the Discord. So I think it's just it'll be a natural progression, and I think we talked about it in a different space. You know what I mean? It'll be good stuff. Let's go to the hands. I've talked enough tonight. I'm gonna.
even if the chat doesn't get used a lot in Discord, I can still be like, yo, this hot topic we're talking about that shouldn't be public, right? Like it shouldn't be a public space. Hop in the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Like let's talk about this, right? Because sometimes you just can't hold a space for everything all throughout the day. Sometimes it's like a quick 5 minute chat, like, yo, this, and this. What do you guys think? Boom, boom, boom. We're done. You know.
Yo, so Compound, you let me get this straight. You created a Discord chat so that you don't type as much as Twitter, but there's gonna be more people to type to, if
Oh,
I have that correctly.
bro, I
Dre's
have
gonna
this
do
good.
it. Dre said he
It's
would
good.
manage all Discord and Twitter responses.
Yo, this
Pods.
guy's so bougie.
No, bro. I have this really good friend. His name is Deep, and he has the fastest thumbs in the West. Like the man is funny. He's, courageous in the timeline. He has no fear. He's fast on the thumbs.
Good teeth.
He's witty.
Hair full of potassium.
Hair full of potassium.
His Twitter fingers left a cinder.
Bro, I
The
actually
demon.
fell asleep last night with sore thumbs, dude, and I was like, imagine it when I'm 70, dude, how my arthritis is going to be. Like, this isn't a problem any other generation has. Name another generation that has that may have arthritis in their thumbs, like bad arthritis because of texting in our
Yeah,
phones.
we're definitely all
Unless
getting carpal tunnel surgery
Yeah.
later in life.
It's just from the thumbs too, like in the thumbs for sure. And there's no generation before us that even knows how to deal with it. It's going to be like a new thing for millennials because we grew up in between no cell phones and getting cell phones. So we're the first generation that's going to have these issues, dude. I think it's
And
Text.
and
fucking
AI,
weird,
bro.
bro.
Like the next generation won't have to
I'm
type;
not.
they just talk, right? So
I'm not. I don't even respond most of the time to most DMs.
Bro,
It's pointless.
is the fastest DMer ever unless you send him your cell phone number when he's having a hard time and you want to just talk to him. Then he won't reply to you. It's like, here's my number. Call me, bro. Like, let's chat. He ghost me, dude. Just ghosted me. He said, no, 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 no. I'm trying to make a scene on the timeline. I'm not actually trying to talk to you on the phone, motherfucker.
what was that? I
we,
love you, Kuro,
we don't
man.
talk.
I could tell. That's why I was in your DMs, bro. I just was freaking praying for you, man. Like legit, like from the heart, bro. So
I got a little bit angry because I spent a lot of money on JPEGs. The JPEGs are supposed to get me into places, but they don't.
yeah, no, that's weird, man. I don't know if you want to unpack it, but it doesn't seem like it's something that should be repeated next time. So I'd love to, like, if you
Oh, bro,
haven't
it's
figured it out
okay.
yet.
I flirted and I got the fuck out. But I have a couple of them that I have bookmarked that I'm gonna buy, to raise back up the project's floor. But uh, I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad that I did that in public, but I'm not gonna say I'm sorry because I did feel that way when I did it. So yeah.
Honestly, it's better to like say shit you regret but be real about it than like LARP around with like some of these people that are like, oh, I'm a nice person, but then in real life they're just like fucking dicks and douchebags and pretentious as fuck, right? So
Bro, I watched somebody get let in, and then without scanning a code, and then they're telling me I can't get in without scanning a code.
So I asked for like my friend that ran that's the project owner of the party, and then I was told to get out of there. So I did what any normal person would do, and I fucking floored that shit and I got the fuck out. Like, I'm not gonna mince words about it. It probably wasn't the best idea to fucking tweet about it, but I did what I did. And you know, I got the posts taken down without having to delete them. So I'm happy. There's a lot of I don't even know what to call it that has to be done on my end to kind of get people back into the position that they were in. But like, I'll do whatever. I already had some stuff planned for them anyways to help them out. Motherfuckers just have to send me their email, and I have quite a few cool things planned for them. But yeah.
Thanks for sharing, bro. It's kind of it's a part of your journey, right? You're authentic, and that's, not something that you can always find, bro. So whether you're going through a great time or you're having a hard time, bro, I just love that you're just raw. So appreciate that, man. And we're here to love you and just yeah, man. Like that, so that I mean, we're distant Twitter people, right? But like, yeah, I don't want you to feel like that, bro. Like you're freaking all alone standing out there in the weather and just nobody cares about you. That's not true, bro. Just those are lies.
Yeah,
So.
he knows. Curl, you know that, but the New York will do that to you, bro. Fuck, that place will bring you down, man. Especially after a night.
No, I was out of pocket. I
Oh
threw
my
money
god,
at some guy,
was
some
it
bouncer guy,
dude?
and then I kept on challenging him on his height
You
because
didn't
I'm
look.
bigger than him.
If you don't look the fit, dude, they won't let you in, man. Especially if you're a dude, and then if you can't get somebody that like is going to come out.
Yeah, I should have bought a new Rolex before I went.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed to be that and a gold grill are the entry keys that you need in fucking New York, apparently.
New York's
even though that's only like fucking. I got JPEGs that cost more than that shit. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these guys.
I can completely understand how you lost it. Like, I mean, you spend all that time and money to get there. It's like, and then you get there, it's in the moment. Your head's created all this expectation of how it should be, what it's going to be, how it's going to look. And then
Well,
it's like,
it's also not their fault though, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The guy that was paid to like do my bookings and stuff. I don't have multiple personalities. I'm not gonna call myself Kuro. I told this guy my name is Sam Turner. Book it as Sam Turner. I go to the door. There is no Sam Turner on any of the fucking list either way. For any of the other events I was supposed to go to. So I only went to the events that my friends were holding, like the Azure games and stuff like that. So yeah.
yeah, dude, that stuff's frustrating. Just listen to Jerry, man. I could listen to Jerry, and I'm just drifting off to sleep because of it. He's right.
Jerry's New Angel is so dope.
It's insane. It's freaking insane, dude.
Shabazz is the hero, bro. Like the story is crazy. I just want to give a huge, big flower to Shabazz, dude. He freaking came through. This list, I don't know how much details you guys want, but it's been like 2 months. I've been talking to this seller. Fast forward, the guy's like going back and forth, being like, kind of wishy washy. Meanwhile, the floor goes from like 6 or 5.5 ETH down to 2.5 ETH, bro. So I'm not paying the price I initially offered for this clone, bro. There's no way. We had agreed at 8.7, bro. And I had some cheap ETH because I got it like in January, so I wasn't tripping. But like, yeah, man. Then I was like, hey, man, this stuff's continuing to fall. The longer you delay and stall and like try to play games with me for 0.3 ETH, like the longer that we're both gonna lose money, right? Because you're not gonna get as much, and I'm not gonna get what I want, right? So whatever. And then it ended up going down. I was helping this broker because he kept posting in the Discord. If you guys are in the Discord, he kept posting these three or four clones from this one seller who was mega capitulating. The guy was a whale, man. It's actually really sad. He has one of 5 Murakami DNA dunks. That the vial is in the dunk, dude. Like he has one of 5. So Anyways, I feel really bad for this guy. I actually tried to talk him into staying in Artifact. Don't sell these clones. Like, I got to that point where I was like really trying to champion the guy. Like, please stay in. Like, it's backed by Nike. Don't listen to the stuff, man. They're gonna recover. I was really trying to champion this guy, but anyways, he ended up getting shady. And at the end of the thing, when we were kind of going back and forth on price, he's like, "I'm gonna sell it cheaper, but not to you." That's what he told me. And I ended up just kind of hanging out, and I ended up building a relationship with the broker and staying in contact and kind of renegotiated it, try to find some other buyers for his other clones, because then he kind of was like, I want a 20 ETH bundle deal for these 3 clones. So I was trying to find some other buyers, and just you saw in the bad take chat, right? Shabazz reached out right away. I love that double drip demon. That thing is sick. I want it. I'm like, cool. We were trying to find the Tan buyer. Anyways, kind of put it together. I had like 18.8 ETH together with offers on his 3 clones, and he was like, I'm ready to accept them, and he would not accept them. Like, he just was playing games with us, man. Floor kept going down. Anyways, yesterday he kind of ghosted the broker, didn't want to pay him a little fee or whatever, so I'm going to take care of the broker. I'm sending him stuff to his PayPal. He's from the Philippines, young kid. Been hustling for this guy for 2 months, posting his clones multiple times a day in 2 Discord buy-sell channels. Great kid. Ends up, Shabazz reaches out to him, like, hey man, I'm still interested in the demon. I don't know if you're not responding or whatnot. And he's like, hey, yeah, here, they're both listed at the price we agreed on. They're both listed. But instead of listing the one to my address for the angel, he listed both of them to Shabazz's address. So that's why there was a flip-flop going back and forth this morning. I bought his clone, so he had the ETH to buy my clone, and then we did a trade back. So super cool, man. And then it made it so much better when Compound did the edits, bro. Like, it made it so much. I don't like the necklace, the shirt on this clone. I was trying to put my hand over that part of the face because I was like not vibing. But dude, once you throw this bad take outfit on it, bro, I was like showing my wife. I'm like, look, I did a screen share on the Apple TV, freaking big old, whatever on the living room TV. I'm like, look what we got, babe. Look what we got. And I told Compound, hey, I'm showing people my clone. Did we reach the top already? What's going on, bro? Like, yeah, so it's cool, man. I like it a lot.
I'm here, guys. Some things are breaking news in my DMs. I'm super stoked for one of the Bad Take OGs, man. He's been here listening since literally I started Bad Take, and he just got his first, just got an absolute grill of a clone. I'm not gonna dox who it is, but shout out to him. When he does share it on the timeline, I'm gonna retweet the shit out of it and make sure we get some welcoming to the new clone. It is a beautiful clone. Jerry, that's a beautiful clone. It looks even better with that Bad Take jacket. Where's Cram at? You know what I'm saying? That Bad Take, the tech jacket, Cram. We get you set up, baby.
Yo, Jerry, the guy's saying that he wasn't gonna sell it to you, but he's gonna sell it lower to someone else. That's just, I don't know, man. People just have ego. Like, what the fuck
Yo,
is that?
what is this guy talking about? Anyways, man. So the Bad Take jacket, do you have it rigged with the patch on it already?
Yo, bro. Let me show you something.
Show me, please.
Let me show
That's
you.
Hey, are you gonna let him talk to you like that?
That was pretty
That
mean,
was
deep.
unbelievable, dude.
Oh, you left, bro.
Swift.
Damn,
Swift
Kiro.
kick.
He'll be back.
He'll
We always
totally
come
be back. It's just he climbed up the wrong tree, as they say here in the Midwest.
We need to stop the Canadian on Canadian crime, guys. Like, it's getting out of hand in this world.
No, I just didn't understand what this guy was talking about. I just felt like if I kept letting him go, I love Tevi, but sometimes Tevi does it too. And I just get so confused. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna mute this now. I don't know what's going on.
All right, so I pinned this. Check this out at the top. So, Kaz has worked on a version of it too, a wearable, but Wayne worked on this hat and the jacket, his own version And so I wore Wayne's version into the the Metaverse meetup, and Dre wore a white version of it that Cass made. And bro, it was sick. Let me find the picture. Carol, we were in the digital like version with all the kid on while they were at the New York event. Let me look at something real quick. Bad take.
Did you see the bucket hat that Rupsy made?
Yeah,
And
bro.
Benito gave it the fire. I love how Benito was
Wait, what?
supporting that, dude.
There's a bucket hat?
Dude, you should see what he made. Let me go post it up here for you.
Yes, please. Thank you. I missed so much good stuff.
So check it out at the top, dude. We got Dre in a white version of it, and then I was in a black with our clones inside of Hyperfy. You see it? I'm rugged.
That's fire. No, you're not rugged. Sorry. We're all checking it out, and it's hard to get to the mute button when you click. Yo, these are fire. Yeah, we need more bad take merch. I still can't figure out how to like freeze frame or like how do you like, okay, so once you get something into a pose, right? Like the clone into a pose, how do you save the skeleton part so you can fucking import it into another clone's file and then do the same pose?
Wait, say that one more time.
Okay, so let's say, okay, I posed a clone with a coffee mug in his hand, but I want to get just the skeleton like paused in that thing with the coffee mug, because what I'm trying to do is get through all the clones, put together their like base like file with the jacket and the thing on it so that people can do different colored rendered backgrounds and GM posts and a couple other little things that I think that we need. Because like, see, like when people do Mutant Monday, the reason why it goes crazy is because everyone can get the GM with the cup and then do the, you know.
We could probably make just a quick PSD layer with that cup, and any clone can just plug right into it.
No, we need 3D, bro. We want them to be able to go and animate them if they want, and to like do a whole bunch of other stuff. We need people to like keep their excitement about being able to use their IP. We need to keep the momentum.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Cause like when like, yo, even like the bad take jacket, the one that we have in the PFP, this one goes so hard. It's like, just imagine if people were able to put their like art in the background, or like put like a rising tide background, or I don't know, man. I see so much potential. It's crazy.
Well, we got mad creators, bro, that can do some 3D shit. You know what I mean? I'm down with. I need a GM mug. I be posting real mugs all the time. But guys, what do we got? Let me see. Did you see what I commented on Rupsy's thing? Is I said that's a need, not a want. Like I need that bucket hat. Bucket hats don't fit me, bro. Like my head is too big. They don't fit me. I don't know how you guys wear bucket heads with your little heads, but I can't even get it on mine.
Like IRL, you mean?
Yeah, they don't fit.
For that.
Oh, I thought this was a 3D bucket hat. Like,
no, that's an IRL bucket hat he made, bro.
Bro, this guy's not making anyone another one of those. He does that. That's let's unpin that post. We're not trying to get our mans in trouble here.
Ben liked it with a fire.
No, he's not selling it,
yeah,
bro.
that's what
you
I'm
can make
saying,
whatever you
dude.
want as
He's
long
like
as you don't
saying,
sell
go
it.
out and make your shit. It's a one. He's not saying go sell it. He's saying go make it. It's cool.
Yeah, I definitely want one of those, man. If I could get it to fit my head.
Yeah, there's no way that thing's getting on Baron's head. Like, because in real life, my head's about the size of what my clone's head is with a helmet on.
Wait, okay, how can hats fit my head? And we've all seen my head. There's problems here. I have a big head and then I have big hair and I still get into hats. I don't know.
Dude, I got this big. I don't know, man. Like, I'm an extra large on a ski helmet and by all measurements, you know what I mean? And I have trouble with fitted hats and I just don't feel comfortable with them. So I'm always with something else. But a bucket hat, yeah, dude, it won't stay on. Like, I can't get it on, and then
So you need to use
Wait,
the string. There's a string on the bucket
I have.
hat.
That's what
You
I'm
put
rock.
it under your
I'm
chin.
rocking that
what were,
now.
what were you
Yeah.
doing today, Baron, that required you to buy brand new white shoes to go
No, I
walk
just
around in the
pulled that out
grass?
of my
Like what?
closet, dude. I have a lot of Air Force Ones. I just keep, you know.
Just one for every day, bro?
No,
Like
just like
you
in
don't.
the
Oh,
box,
I
dude. I
know.
unboxed them today just for fun, dude, in celebration. How could you not
You guys know
unbox a
Baron.
pair of just nice, clean Air Forces after seeing what happened today?
Baron, you don't wear a pair of Air Forces twice, do you? One pair, one wear, and you throw away.
I checked them out after I got home. They're good for maybe one more run.
Oh my god, one new pair of socks every morning. Throw them away at the end of the day. Fresh pair of Air
Mm-hmm.
Forces per day.
White
Just another
socks
level.
only, so that I don't think I'm too fancy. I used to wear all these fancy socks, and I just went to all whites, the Bombas, and yeah.
Wait, did you say you wear Air Force Ones for running?
No, maybe just take them out for one more like run. Meaning they get one more. They get one more time on the feet, and then who knows where they go after that.
Yeah, because if like I probably would have said that you're a drug dealer if you said that you ran inside of Air Forces. To be
Dude, can you
honest.
imagine? I did realize that Air Forces fit a little bit bigger than a regular Nike. Has anybody else picked up on that? Like, does anybody else
Yeah, they're a little bigger. They run a little bit
do they?
better. Oh, Rupsy. Yo, Rupsy, I really appreciate you, bro, giving me that bucket hat, dude. I just saw that you announced me as the winner of the free bucket house at Bucket Hat. Shout out Rupsy, baby. I'll send my address in the DMs.
It's on the way, dude. It's on the way. Hey, I just want to let Baron know that, the new fad is wearing beat ass Air Force Ones. Like, that is the new cool thing, right? So the more beat and dirty they are, the better off you are.
Rups, I can't get with it. I'm not there, and I'm not going to get there.
Bro, I'm right there with you. I was that dude, like, when I was young. You remember those, like, the white, like, shoe paint that you would buy in a bottle at the mall or like at like Walmart? Like, I would I would use that white bottle of shoe paint to cover my entire Air Force One, dude. It was it was terrible, but they had to be as white as possible.
Yeah, I mean, kind of ruins the whole shtick. Got to be careful when you wear them out. You know what I mean? Pick and choose your nights. Rupsy knows.
Yeah, man, I was raised on Payless, baby. So when I got me a pair of Air Forces, I had to take care of them.
Anything else you're working on, Rupsy? You making any other dope shit like that, man? Tell us what you're working on.
Yeah,
You don't have
so I
to
mean,
like spill
the
it all,
hat
bro.
was
I want to hear what you're
definitely
making.
like a fun little one-of-one type, just a little personal hat. I've been meaning to do that for a while. I get pretty busy with shoes, so I'm in the middle of designing another custom sneaker. But I just finished it. I just finished one, but I have some stuff coming after the forge. I have a line of some shirts that I want to drop for the clones, and yeah, it should be interesting. I'm always working on something. If it's not shoes, it's something else. So there's always something coming.
Can I ask for just a small insight on your creative process? Like, I have ADHD, so I tend to start things and I start 4 different things and not everything always gets done. Do you allocate time to each project you're working on, like your physical hat or your digitals you're working on, you're customizing shoes? Like how do you manage your time on all these different projects?
Yeah, so this is the 3D aspect is pretty new to me. I didn't jump into it until Artifact existed, and Johnny kind of just forced me into it. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty busy. You know, I only have 24 hours in the day, just like the rest of us. But I'm a, you know, first of all, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I have a full-time job, I'm a sneaker customizer, and now I'm dabbling in 3D. So um, it's a lot, but to answer the question, yeah, I try to allocate time. But typically what happens is I like get super interested in one project, I pick it up for a little bit, and then something else pops up, I put that project down, pick up the new project, pick that up for a little bit, something else pops up, and then but then eventually I'll hit, like, you know, a paid shoe. So a client pays me for a shoe and I have a deadline, so then everything else just kind of goes on the back burner. The deadline gets met and then I pick up, you know, I just pick up where I left off. And then slowly but surely things just get checked off the list. But yeah, it's a lot of juggling time. You know, I mean, if I can find a spare hour or two here, hour or two there, you know, I pretty much travel everywhere I go with my laptop or my iPad. So if I have any kind of time, you know, if I'm traveling, if I'm at an airport, if I'm whatever, I can spend that time being productive. And then also, you know, finding time to just unplug, I think is the most important part, because I do get burnt out. It's a lot, and so I'm a new dad too, so that's very new to me. So yeah, it's a lot, but you know, we're figuring it out as we go, man, and slowly but surely we're getting it all checked off. But the main thing that I'm concentrating on is the quality over everything. So it takes time, and you know, a lot of people just kind of see the finished product, and they just kind of see that, and they don't see everything that's kind of put into it. But it's just slowly but surely, man. Yeah, we all got 24 hours. Look, I wish I could learn all the stuff that you guys know. I heard you talking about Blur earlier and checking wallets and all. That's all foreign to me. I don't have that much bandwidth to get into that, so I got to really be careful how I use my time. But yeah, long story short, just allocate time and check them off as you can.
Nah, dude, I think everybody appreciated the insight because we've seen physical things you've done. We've seen some dope digital things you've done, and kind of get an idea how you manage time is dope. Like, see me, I could start a project and then I could go down a Etherscan and Blur rabbit hole, and 9 hours later I'm deep into this rabbit hole and I haven't gotten anything else done, right? So my time management is poor, right? But that's just kind of how my brain works, right? If I'm focused on something and I just need to get after it, then I kind of set everything else to the side. But it just depends though. Like I think that um the importance of the project, like you said, if it's something that is paid and there's a timeline and the client's waiting on something, yeah, that kind of takes precedence, and you just got to be able to manage that. So shout out to you, brother. um I was gonna end this at 10, guys. If anybody has anything else to say, any more questions, if not, hit me up if you're seeing anything crazy on Blur. If you're seeing any weird things on the floor, send me wallets, man. That's something I enjoy to do. Like, I enjoy doing. I like going down Etherscan rabbit holes. I've got an app called Breadcrumbs where you can connect wallets and kind of connect the dots and see where funds are moving in and out of wallets. It's kind of like what I like doing on the blockchain on my free time. So if you see anything crazy, let me know. But I appreciate y'all coming through. And we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. If you want to get into the Discord, because our chat's over full, like we're filling up a brand new chat, hit me up and I'll add you to it. I'm working on the security with Jerry because he's the pro, and we're going to fill it up, baby. And we'll start onboarding people. Shout out all C. Can't wait for you to post, baby. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.